Hello everyone and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. This week, we're going to be doing a show about the raids. We talked about them briefly in our 5.2 impressions, in which Tate joined us, but we're going to be taking a much more direct look at that content for today's show. So, let's get started. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Happy. We of course have Slyh, who's going to be our most suffering member of the show because he's been doing purely Party Finder this entire time. And that's, yeah, he's shaking his head. You can't see the pain on his face, but you will. You will, unless you're doing the audio-only version, in which case, please tune over to the YouTube version. And he's chugging beer right now, so we should definitely get started. But we need some other raid experts and Party Finder experts in particular for ways this show is gonna work today. Yes. So we brought on the bully. I was gonna read your whole title out, the one that you used. Give me the whole title to your Twitch stream.
The beard daddy.
No, Xeno. So we got Xeno. Give me the whole title to the stream. It's like Raid Terror.
Oh fuck, man!
You don't even know what it is anymore.
It's Raid Terror, Undisputed, Thick Beard, Ginger Dad, Passion, Allbird.
There you go. All right, excellent. And making his debut on the show, even though I swore he was on already, is another Party Finder expert and someone who does raids way too much, in my opinion, as well as how many data centers he does them on, is Arthars. How you doing, Arthars?
Yo, what's up? What's up? My first time here. Please be gentle.
Please be gentle. We will be. We'll try. What are you smiling about? What are you smiling about over there, Slyh?
Oh, this is gonna be a great show. Fucking go, boys.
People are saying my mic's a little low, but of course when I'm doing the intro, I'm not talking into it. I'll move it a little bit closer to my face so that way you guys can get intimate with me. All right. It's good to have both of you on. I'm glad we were able to make this exact show happen because it was the exact show I wanted for this raid tier with everything that's been going on. Hopefully you wanted to be on and you didn't just agree. Because...
Oh yeah, man! Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Today should be fun.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, when you tell me about State of the Realm,
Party Finder is where I live, man. I live in the party.
Dude, you live in Safi's chambers right now. That's where you live. All right.
Oh.
So does Arthars, he knows. All right, well, before we get started, we just have to do a quick sponsor shout out. Of course, as everyone who watches every week knows, SteelSeries has been sponsoring this show for several years now. They have been my personal sponsor for even longer than that, going on 4 years actually this month. And we just got our discount code upgraded from 10% to 12%. It's an extra 2% off everything, plus the March sales going on. But there's a free giveaway under every State of the Realm pull winners every month. So why not enter? It's free stuff. If you're listening to this on the audio only version, go check out the YouTube description and enter there. If you're watching it on Twitch, do the same when it hits YouTube tomorrow. So thank you to SteelSeries for being our sponsor, and also thank you to our patrons, but we will be giving them a proper shout out later in the show. Their names are going to be scrolling in the top right the entire show as well. Gentlemen, it's been a hell of a time since the last month. We were now, I think, on literally like just a month and 3 days since patch 5.2 actually hit.
Yeah, like week 5.
Week 5.
Yeah, we're on week 5, so it should be 4 weeks and 3
months.
days, I think. Yeah. And it's been a long 4 weeks. I don't know if you guys feel the same in regards to rating in particular.
Yep.
Party Finder's rough these days, man. It's a rough life out there.
Sly's gonna. I can't wait to hear Slyh during this show. I can't wait. I don't even want to talk the whole show. I just want you three to talk, to be honest. But okay.
My God. Okay.
So we are going to be focusing entirely on rating the show. I would ask you guys what you think about other parts of the patch, but you don't give a fuck. So I'm not going to ask you what you think about ocean fishing or Ishgard or any of that stuff. Yeah, it's not worth it, guys. It's not. They don't care.
Yeah. I do care.
No,
but
you don't.
I do a lot of crafting before, but ever since. You know, right, Happy? You come from 11. You play 1.0. You play 1.0, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Not the whole time, but like yes, I've the legacy sub.
If you craft in 1.0 and then you craft at the beginning of 2.0 and then you craft all the way until 3.0 and then from 3.0 you start to see how they make crafting. It goes downhill. You at some point you just knew it wasn't worth your time anymore. And
that was forever for me. I never once. I never won. Dude, I literally leveled a crafter on Primal. I crafted to level 15 and then just had either people make items or I bought items and just leave quests on my way to 80 in 2 hours. That's
You
it.
didn't craft in like 1.0 for the relic?
Hell no, I didn't craft for... Dude, I came back to get the relic in 1.0, and I got through like half a dozen Hamlets and said, fuck this, I'll wait till 2.0, because it'll probably be way easier.
Yeah.
I got one item of the Hamlet, because I wasn't going to craft for the Hamlets. You had your damn mind. I wasn't trying to get first place for the Hamlets. Especially after seeing what happened with Ishgard just this time.
Dude, I did. I got what is Alipod? I got Chris Mill. I crafted and get number 1, so I'm guaranteed the tokens. I actually did.
1.0 things I don't miss. Sly knows every time people bring up Hamlets, I'm always like,
yeah, but you see, I care. I do care about crafting. I did before, but just not anymore. I feel like there's no money in it. People will do it for us. And I mean, not much money.
Okay, be honest about that one. That's the biggest reason.
Yeah, people will do it for us. I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
People will do it for us. Wow. Hashtag streamer privilege, I guess. Hashtag raider privilege, I suppose. Just so you know, we pay those people for craft. I do. I won't speak for them. I pay for my crafting services for raid tiers. Oh, man.
Can you confirm?
What?
Can confirm.
Okay, good. I'm glad you can confirm. This cost me too much.
How else were you gonna get your crafters?
The primal shit was so expensive. It was 25 mil for my day 1 stuff. I can buy like 8 sets on Gilgamesh for that much.
Oh yeah, Primal makes money. Primal makes
it costs money. It's bullshit.
Wow, that's so expensive. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Now that's actually the start. A good segue in, because that is kind of the first thing for every raid tier for us. We go and find crafters, and we get potions, or someone who can make us the new potions. We get the food, or we get someone to make us the new food, and then we get someone to do the crafting for all the items, so we can raid and not have to craft. And then they do the pentamelds. It's a side of raid. A lot of people don't
I just give people shit to craft for me.
Yeah,
just like, here, fucking craft all this shit. Thank you very much.
That's a side of day 1 raiding a lot of people don't actually think of or see, though. There's straight up like hiring crafters for a lot of like day 1 groups, like finding people who will be up and who will do it, and who you'll pay a lot. You'll pay them a good overhead to actually get that day 1 advantage, which is really important, especially this raid tier. It's I think 5 weeks later we're seeing why it was super important the first week.
Yeah,
it's right rough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh boy, so we've all at least seen or done to 8. Sly is, in the party finder. Have you gotten past ads at any point in the party finder,
Yeah.
Sly? Okay, you've gotten past ads. Okay.
It's just other weeks where people can't even
Past ads, or like
oh, they're fucking trapping for real. Like, they say past ads, and then you're stuck in light rampant for like pretty much half the lockout, and people just start.
Yo, light rampant's harder than most ultimate mechanics, man.
Stop.
It's a hard.
No,
dude.
he's
It's
not
hard,
kidding.
man.
He's really not.
No, it's hard. Man.
It's
got the
makes it so
wormhole
fucking
effect.
hard.
If one person can't do it, you don't get past it. It's got the wormhole effect.
That's true. And the thing I tell people all the time is that there are so many ways to do fucking light rampant, and groups are trying to do two of them at the same fucking time. So you can't get past light rampant because nobody's.
Wow, we are going into that immediately.
I wasn't planning on
that.
I was gonna start with 5 and move up. And then,
We are already there.
we all knew the show was gonna be about light rampant sooner or later. Sly
It
just
should
wanted to
be
get us
called
there
light rampant discussion.
Yeah, we can do a full raid discussion another week. We'll just do light rampant today, and then we can discuss everything else. No, okay. So this raid tier was an interesting one right out of the gate, because we had Eden's verse Fulmination first. Our good boy Ramu, who was, I don't know, Sly, how much you had experience with it, because you joined kind of late in the 2.x cycle when the PS4 version came around. But Ramu, the original Extreme, was quite frankly.
No, I was there. I was there when Ramu came out.
I wasn't sure exactly the patch number where you joined, but the original Ramu was kind of a disaster. He was, after Titan.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. It's something about orbs. Picking up orbs and not standing in places is like the hardest mechanic for like a lot of people. I mean, it was just a disaster then, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of still is now.
Stop fucking picking up melee orbs.
I'm the only not melee on this show. No, that's not true. Arthur's healed. That counts as not melee. There you go. I'm not entirely alone in dealing with 2 tanks and a dragoon as a ranged. I don't pick up melee orbs though, Sly. I even put in my guide in giant bold letters, ranged don't pick up melee orbs. Please.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
they won't
party
listen.
Party fighter don't give a fuck. They see an orb, they just grab it. Just fuck it.
PF is the wild, wild fucking west, dude. Like every man for himself.
Yeah.
Like you.
So this was the first encounter, and a lot of people, we kind of look to the first encounter kind of to set the tone for the raid tier. When people think back to Deltascape, most people still meme on Alt-Right. That's almost the thing they remember most about it.
It was so fun though, man. Alt-Right was so fun.
It was an uptime. It was an FF Logs kind of fight, essentially.
Dude, it would you see? Okay, man, the clamp, dude. Okay, when you purposely stand in front of the clamp and try to dash back in as it hits you, that's the good shit right there. And I feel bad for people that missed out on the good shit because the clamp was so good, man.
That's not a sentence anyone should be saying. One of my retainers' name is Clamp.
Was so, and then once you mastered the clamp, okay, then you had the super clamp. Or there was a part in the fight, and I remember this because I fucking did it, and I was so happy when I did it. Okay, there's a part in the fight where he goes to the edge of the room. All right, he goes to the edge of the room, and the tank has to turn the boss so that he clamps, not towards the party. That's the clamp you want to go for. You have like 4 pixels, or the space has to be frame perfect. And if you fuck it up, you're dead. But when you get it right, it's fucking lit. It is lit. That's the best clamp.
Oh my god, the way you say it, no.
How about the FF Logs challenge where everyone had to be hit by every clamp?
Oh wait, there's something like that?
The FF Logs, FF Logs did some challenges for some fights, where they would they would be like only, I can't remember all of the alt-right ones, but there were some pretty good ones for alt-right and Catastrophe.
Yeah, it's just like ridiculous shit that you can probably barely do, or maybe not at all, that people
found ways to do. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So but setting the tone, I mean, then there was, the Phantom Train, which I know you didn't like, Xeno. There's no way you like the Phantom Train as a warrior.
It was fun in Party Finder Bingo. So you had the bingo board. You had the bingo board, and it was like, 3 people, you get the free square, and then 3 people die to the knockback. Or 1 person fails the ghost room, or 2 people, or so it was fun in that sense. But besides that, I fucking hated that fight.
Oh, this was before solo ghost room, wasn't it?
Yeah, that sounds like.
Yeah. This was there was also the pushy ghost.
Yeah.
So there was a bingo square.
For the current raid tier. What would be Ramu's current bingo board?
Fucking someone at least 3 people miss a fucking spear. That'd be a square.
What about range doesn't bait cloud?
Yeah,
cloud position wrong. Yeah,
off tank dies to bird because he can't get good and fucking just dodge it. So a fucking melee or range bird kills tank plus 2 other people.
Yeah, bird running wild. I call that bird running wild.
Killing somebody with chain lightning. That's another one on the board.
Standing on someone with chain lightning. Yeah, that's another one.
Block on charge.
Yeah, so there's a few. Missing a Fury's bolt on a mechanic. That's another easy one. Yeah, but this set the tone pretty well because I'd argue that it's a pretty good fight overall. Yeah. E5 Savage, not necessarily great for every role. Like melees obviously have a few struggles amongst things, which is not too abnormal for them. No, not really. You can work around them, but some party finders also like to not do boss relative for stuff like Fury's 14, or the boss is you're always gonna have to leave the boss for Stratosphere, for example. Like there's things like that are almost kind of annoying. Like you can go between a GCD for Stratosphere. That's like the best you can do, but
So I am not a fan of True North. I always find it so weird that Party Finder uses True North when they shouldn't, and they don't use True North when they should. It's so fucking weird. It's like this weird phenomenon, man. It happens like every But someone actually said that True North is safer. I want you to think about that for a second. I want you to think about that. Someone actually typed that out, hit enter, and was like, "Yeah, that'll show him." Someone actually typed that shit out. The True North is safer. Yeah.
I don't understand why True North. I don't
know.
There are strats. I mean, there are certain turns where True North is better. Yes. This one particularly, no. Literally not. Like, I play healer but I play both healer and tank, right? Whenever I go into a party that says True North, I always struggle. Immediately I struggle. I'm like, okay, I need to immediately just think, where am I going to go? Now, as a tank and as a healer, it's very straightforward. It's either you are the first or you're the last, right? It's very straightforward. I cannot imagine those people in between.
Dude, you gotta get lucky number 4 because then you're dead center regardless.
Yeah, you're dead center.
So I've joined Party Finders before they do True North, and I just say, okay, I'll just block the charge, and I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, you fucking clowns want to, do all that nonsense. That's fine. I'm just gonna block the charge because I go to the same spot every fucking time out. But dude, the True North is. If you're using True North in your group right now, you're really stupid. In my opinion, you're really stupid. That's what I think. I think you're really dumb, and you shouldn't do that. And your group is dumb. Your whole group is dumb. All 80 of you are clowns right now. True North. Hey man. I'm just saying, True North. Give me a reason why True North is better than Boss Road. Give me a reason. Oh,
I think there's none. Especially you got three things you have to look. Oh, okay.
It's literally because your position's the same every time. It's always the reason for doing True North. It's so you're literally
it is
where you're in the same spot. That's the reason. I'm not saying
but that's assuming that you're not looking at the boss, because if you're looking at the boss, then it's not. It's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between boss relative and True North. Boss
relative, that fucks me up. Who the fuck attacks the boss and's like looking at the background? Like, who's not looking at the boss or close to the boss when they're attacking? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's more natural. And at the same time, because you have to look out for left or right, and then the second set, you have to look out. You got multiple things to look out for. It is easier naturally in your mind that you see the boss move. You know that is that's the landmark. That is where we position ourselves. It's better because if you it's very unnatural. I mean, I playing games, it's just very unnatural when you suddenly don't look at the boss and you find something else, because it's like the Omega Eye. It is like the Omega Big Eye. There's no EU. When I was playing in EU did True North, which I was like, why? That is one thing. They make it so big so that you can see it. You guys rather look at the A marker and not the big eye. I don't get it. Like things like that. There are turns that True North works.
I don't get it either, man. I don't fucking get it.
Well, so this is actually a big reason, because you guys have specifically a lot of experience with the Party Finder. Sly, I know, is Party Findering his raid tiers, and that's why I want it, because this has been something that's been kind of aggravating for me as someone who wants to be making guides on this stuff. Is there's such a division in the way of doing things. It feels like there's been a greater division more so in recent in Shadowbringers in general, of what is appropriate, what is functional, what is good, what is just good enough, what people just prefer. I don't know why, because it's always been this way, but
I just think there's like a lot more people playing, man. I think there's a lot more people playing, and I think that more a lot of new players, new expansion, whatever, this raid tier just came out and shit. But the biggest issue, I think, is that people, they never question a strategy. They're like, oh, I saw this somewhere. Oh, I just saw it. Oh, so that means it works. Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Let me tell you about that problem. Let me tell you firsthand about that problem.
So I think that people, they don't question, oh, hey, oh, all right, well, but why? Like, why are they doing it this way?
Xeno, here's the thing. People do question it. they question the right fucking tactic. They will, like, if you have, say you're doing boss relative, they will question the fuck out of you why you're doing boss relative instead of true. They will question why you were doing the exact right thing to do. Like I wouldn't say right. I mean, there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. I mean, but still, like, they will question why you're doing that instead of, I don't know, something they saw. Well, I saw this, another group was doing this. Like, why aren't you doing this? Like, it goes back. We remember that conversation we had about fucking Ruby Weapon.
I don't want to get these two started on Ruby
God.
Weapon. I don't. Luckily, they don't really do Ruby Weapon, so I don't think. I think they both did it. They both did it 10 times.
Fucking auto Ruby
I
Weapon,
did it 50 times.
Yeah, I burned the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So why are you doing like numbers and not positions? Like, why? Like, okay, one. Either way,
it's me you don't want to get started on Ruby Weapon, because I lost my mind when people were like, no, we can't rotate phase 1. It's just so much worse. Phase 2, hey, you want to run around the boss rotating? And I was like,
yeah, but to answer your point, Xeno, like, people will question the fuck out of you. It's just that when you're right, people will question the fuck out.
Well, it's a matter of, well, this works versus this is better for some people. Like, a lot of it comes down to like a knowledge barrier or an adaptation barrier. I mean, I know what it's like to be like, let's say you go into one party finder, everyone kind of has an idea. They always want to try to get the same spot when they're doing like positions, because it's the spot they're used to going to.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable. Yeah. So it's kind of the same. It's just the same application strategy wise, where I've learned this and I beat the boss this way. Why should I do it a different way? Regardless of if it's bad, I beat the boss. That is the end result I'm trying to achieve.
Again, remember,
now that's the problem, though.
No.
That is the problem, though. That is the problem why it's already hard, right? Some of these turns, I think Ramu even includes Shiva minus like Rampant or something. I think Ramu in these four turns, right? I think Ramu is the hardest. I think it is.
You said the same
Whenever I go in
Ramu,
when I go in Ramu, I feel like I need to think a lot more. I feel like I need to look at the boss. I can't just plan.
There's a lot of 8-man mechanics in Ramu, like in comparison to like, you know, some of the other fights.
Yeah. Too much thing to think about. So when you guys come up with different things, one different thing fine, true north, boss relative fine, and then you come with you do more things like chain lightning, right? Left, right group, triangle. Too many different things, right? And you see, the triangle shred isn't that bad. I don't have problem doing it. I think it's okay. I just think that people have different idea how they want to do it versus just get it done. That's the difference. There's the difference when you were given a strat. How you when you execute this strat, we will talk more. I'll talk more about this in like Rampant later. But let's just say for chain lightning, triangle strat, there is different way an individual want to do triangle strat. If you do triangle strat for the sake of I just want to get this done, I know I'm standing here. I know I don't have to pass. I know range will take it. If not, there's enough time for me to adjust. Don't over adjust. People just don't. Then triangle passing is actually okay. But people go in doing triangle strat with different mindset. Should I go too close?
Talking about.
I want to pass. And I run right beside you. I don't want to pass. People go crisscrossing. I want to get that directional. Have you guys seen, right? Have you guys seen two groups left, right? Have you guys seen the two melees? They mark themselves, right? 1, 2, 3 and chain 1, 2, 3, right? It's obvious, right? Have you guys ever seen the two melees, which is okay, let's just say number 3. Have you guys seen the two melee with number 3? They somehow able to switch sides. They went to the back to go. The two melees went to the back for positional. They accidentally passed the lightning, and then they went to the flank, and they do flank positional not on their side. They went to the other side, and both of them just rotate. Now you suddenly have 1, 2, chain 3, and 1 chain, 2 chain, and number 3. I've seen that. I'm like, how? Why? So when it fails, right, you ask, guys, stay on your group. Both melees, right, told the party, well, we are going for directional, and I saw him at the back, so he is at the back near my side, so I went to his side for the flank. I'm like, oh my god. You see, that's the thing. If you guys just strictly sit down properly and say, okay, we are just PFing, we are just here for the 2 chests, let's just do insert strat properly, it would have been okay. But people always, they have different agenda. Uptime, directionals, it's always because of the different agenda.
I have a question, and this is kind of on point. Isn't True North a thing?
Huh?
No. Oh man,
No.
thank you for Thank you for asking me this question, or thank you for asking that question, because man, I saw this post on Facebook the other day, dude. It was a Final Fantasy Facebook post. I was talking about this the other day on stream. Someone hovered over the tooltip of True North, and then below the picture, they said, "What does this do?" And then, the comments were awesome. The comments were so good. Comments were so good. One guy was like, I don't even use that. Another guy was like, well, according to the tooltip, it seems like you get full. He went in this long fucking discussion. Yeah, it was great. I tried to link it, but I can't link it because Facebook sucks, but it's fucking awesome. If you're not a part of the Final Fantasy Facebook groups, I highly recommend getting a part of them, because that is good fucking shit right there. Yes. I'm not even making it up.
They not even know what it is.
I'm sure someone in chat can confirm my. It was a very nice read. But yeah, True North exists.
Yeah, they do not know. So if you actually play safe, I think it's okay. But
give me 1 second. I need to order more beer for this show. Give me 1 second.
It's gonna have to be delivery.
Yeah.
Go on. All right, that blew my mind. Everything you just said about
really
not the True North thing. What he said about the crisscrossing blew my mind, because that too. That's Gigabrain right there.
That is.
You ever have so much brain that you have less brain?
There was this circle strat, which I did. I thought the circle strat is great.
I like the circle strat.
I've heard about the circle strat. I have yet to do it, but like it seems
every time I've done the circle strat, they fucked it up. Yeah, they fucked it up, man.
And that's what I want to say as well. Circle strat, triangle strat. If you sit down and want for the clear, both strat is okay. The problem is not about the triangle strat or the circle strat. The problem is that you guys injected one more idea for these people in the PF to consider. There is no need to consider. If all of you, right, agree with the triangle, it's not good. It's not great. Some of you think circle is better. Some of you don't mind. Then, if you guys settle for just the triangle strat, I guarantee you things will be smoother. The thing, right, is ego. Some PF, right, they insist the circle is better. Some insist the triangle is better. Now, let me tell you something. The circle is better. But PF did more triangle. And on this day, week 5, I recommend the triangle. You know why? Because most people done the triangle. Most people have the idea how the triangle works. And if they fuck up, I think most of them would know why they fuck up the triangle. Yes, it's the circle is really good. The circle is really good. But all 8 people needs to know. And like Xeno says, if you go to park and one people doesn't know how to do it, it's over. Hey, guess what? That's the same as a triangle. So the strats, right? You guys need to come up with a strat. Now it's harder for Western culture to come up with a strat. I like JP. JP just listen, because there's a lot of awesome content creators out there, and we also have a lot of awesome raiders that is like doing raiding and on Twitch. And most of the Western PF, those people, right? Those they got Discord. They take clips, right? They take from all the people that done ways that works, nicely done, optimized. That's why you guys have all this strat. I guess it's something that you guys can't really prevent. It will happen, but man,
that conversation.
And but I love it though. I
went to Japan last year, literally almost a year ago to the day, and I got asked by Famitsu and they asked, what's the difference in raiding culture? And I said, JP groups agree on one strat and they all do it. I spent 45 minutes in 09 Savage for people trying to agree on what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we got something over here. Okay. We got something over here that they don't have. All right, and that is
clear
in
rates?
a greed. Okay, no. That's in a greed. It's like getting in our brains. It's fucking with us, man. And we can't. Oh, but it's so good though. When you get when the greed is successful, it's like a drug. When you're like, oh, I just got away with that. It's so good, man. So I'm guilty of it too, man.
and I want to contradict myself. The reason why I enjoy NAPF more, and I actually don't even stream JPPF anymore, because trust me, I can stream JPPF on day 1. 2 months later, you come back and watch my stream, it will be the exact same thing. It's boring. But I go in, I already know what to do. I don't even need to talk. Now, that's a good thing, right? You guys will say, oh, that's good. For me, right, at least now as a streamer and a content creator for Final Fantasy XIV, I love how trappy your NAPF are. I love seeing people. When I saw that crisscross, I love it. I was like, what the fuck is this? At the same
content.
time,
It's fucking content, right? Yeah.
I like it. I just like it. You know, people always say I shit on NA. I'm like, you know what? Real talk, NAs are better players. You guys learn 2-3 different strat. You guys have to learn 2-3 different things every week going into PF, not even knowing which strat you get. It's like you roll a dice. Today we are doing a circle. Today we are doing triangle. It makes me remind of when I was younger, right? I had to learn 2 languages. It was hard. Whereas, like, you know, Japanese only learn Japanese. You know, some country only learn English. It was really hard. And I was like, you guys are actually better. Don't let the clear rate. I am serious. Do not let the clear rate let you guys think the JP are the better players. You guys are actually better. Your clear rate is shit. It is. And this is the reason why. Because you guys can't keep a strat. But never change, man. I freaking love it, man. When I see you guys fail, my JP static member came to my channel and asked me, hey, Arthars, today morning I saw your stream with Xeno. How come you guys like to put markers and then people stand around it? I'm like,
instead of just doing the macro and calling D1,
isn't
D2,
it the same?
D3, D4.
I'm like,
yeah.
no, it's not the same.
Nah,
I tell them, fastest finger first. You want a good positional? You go for the positional. Also, it's always very different. But I saw you guys spend 5 minutes. Oh, now that's the good thing, isn't it? Instead of pasting a macro and then fucking go, you talk about position 5. You talk about position 5 minutes, you fuck up one time, the marker appears again. Then people stand in different positions. I love it. You see, when I explain to them, they can't fathom what's going on. I'm like, I love it. I like it. I like that every single time. When Xeno put the marker, right? I'm like, oh shit, yo, let's get the best position. Yeah, uptime. You know, when I do on JP, Happy was in Gaia a while, right? You saw the macro, right? No negotiation. If you are arranged, most likely you are D4 or D3. And when you do Omega, they put D4 and D3 at north and south. So imagine being a black mage. You are not given the rear. Oh, Sophia is not going to survive in JPPF. He's not going to get 99%. They don't give you the back. You know what? You have to go all the way to the front beside the tank. Oh, you when you look at the video, you're like, oh shit, dude, your static gives you the best position. Your black mage only need to move one step. Welcome to JP. You have to move to Narnia and then come back. And you know what? Nobody complained.
Because they beat it.
Before the poll, you put the marker down, right? You put the marker down, and what I like to do is I like to see how long it takes for people to get in the right position, and if they don't, I'll sometimes help them. Like I'll put a 2 over their head, and then I'll put the 2 marker where they should be, and I'll be like, "Come on, put 2 and 2 together. Come on, you got it.
Literally,
I believe, brother. And sometimes they get it, and you know we celebrate. Other times it's. We just
you like that anyway. One guy.
We just pull
fucking hard.
You gotta like that one guy who just stands like where he was dropped while the other 7 go around the thing, and the one guy just stands there and goes, "Where am I?" And I'm like, "We're leaving."
Okay. Question: is it normal that's when you put the marker and then 7 people gather to the right spot, the last person who was not paying attention or
Arthars,
I'm not sure what you were doing.
I just said that.
Yeah. So when he go to your position, right, and then he expect you to move. And then you don't move, is that normal?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You see that.
Yeah.
With tanks, I'd say with tanks, it's a little bit less. And honestly, I see tanks and healers actually ask each other, like, which one. But the DPS, it's the 4 DPS is a free-for-all. You're like, can I have Southwest? I'm used to doing Southwest. And then they die first anyway.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. If you see, okay, so you put the marker down, 7 people stand around it. Never. This is a debate. This is a rookie mistake. Never assume that motherfucker that didn't stand around that marker is going to go in that empty space.
Yeah.
No, that's a debate. That's a debate. You're going to die. If you're in that, if you're next to, get the fuck away from that space. That space is not safe. Is not safe there. That's a trap.
Like, that happens so fucking often.
Yeah.
I will keep typing until Helen Keller says something. I don't give a shit. Like, I will.
But they don't read. That's another thing for NAPF. They can't read.
That's the thing. That's why JP is such an easy time, because they post macros and everyone has to read.
Danger bound ghost.
Literally yesterday, I did a primal data set. So we took 20 minutes to fill the group. The PF, right? Comment says 1 chest, capital letter. Leader has cleared 1 chest, very big, 1 big CHEST. So 2-person join, and then when we enter, right, 6 out of 8 people are eligible. Both of them say, "Wait, is this the 1 chest?" The leader is like, "Can't you read?" And then I was like, "Wow, I didn't even need to type it out. Apparently, the NA knows the NA can't read."
Oh no!
This is why you guys can't use macro.
We haven't even talked about the week 1 meme of
Bro, we haven't even talked about Ramu in the last 20 minutes, and that was the topic.
We haven't even talked about the week 1 meme of Refulgence versus Fulmination. Like, we had to put Ramu. We had to put Ramu. Like, we had to like go into people's PF and like, don't you mean Fulmination? Like, you already on Refulgence? Like,
yeah, I saw people putting Refulgence Savage up before they'd unlocked it. Yeah. It didn't make any sense. They were like like some people would post like the normal mode Refulgence and it would just say Savage underneath. I'd be like, you're not. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Fucking weird champ from me. That's
dude, it's just. Well, so yeah, Ramu, fun fight, Ramu.
Okay, Ramu.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This discussion happened during Ramu because Ramu is the first fight, and it's probably outside of like Rampant the fight where you see this the most. This sort of like divergence and just anarchy, complete anarchy. Because
pretty much
the fight makes perfect sense. The fight is reasonably well put together from start to finish. It even has the best. I'd argue it is the best enrage also of all of them.
It's got the fucking longest enrage.
But it's at least something's happening.
Time to make a sandwich.
Something's happening to like Ramu is like, okay, Fury's Bolt, not Fury's Bolt, Fury's Bolt, not Fury's Bolt, Fury's Bolt, not Fury's Bolt, not Fury's Bolt, and then I'll do the long cast. Whereas all the other fights are just like dodgeable conals, knockback, and like 2 AoEs, nothing for 20 seconds, maybe an AoE now.
Oh my god, yeah, the one does.
Yo, Seven just like he just like forgets that he's he's like all caught up in the do right. He's like, oh right, I'm fighting these guys. Fuck, let me cast another AoE and then I'll enrage.
He does the I don't know this fight special where you start casting a spell and you realize, oh fuck, no, I need to do something else, and then he starts casting enrage.
Yeah, that one was really weird.
See the white mage who really wants that glare, but realized it was not the right time to try to cast another glare. They gotta cast a Medica 2 or something. And then E8 is a mechanic, and then just a don't get hit enrage like at the very end. So like I'd argue he has like the most attentive enrage across the bunch. I see there's so many groups where you're like, oh, we got past second chain lightning, whatever, it's fine, dude. Second storm cloud, final step leader. Everyone forgets.
Oh yeah, about that.
Oh yeah, dude. The donut, man.
What do y'all fucking do for that? Like.
I hope people are looking.
I tell people if they want to live, just stack on me, and the people that do live, usually the people that don't die. Because I'm usually in front of the boss. Yeah, so it's usually just chaos back there. But there's also there's also another debate, right? Like way later in the fight, it can be either Twister or Donut.
That's the very last mechanic.
Yeah. It's the very last. That gets people. Yeah, that definitely go on the bingo board. Definitely.
It's a very it's a very good fight, man. I think it's perfect for turn 1. I think a lot of people didn't expect this because there is a lot of unrecoverable timed mechanic. Like the donut into Chain Lightning 1, that one gets a lot of group. One person fuck it up, it's over. Because you don't have people to raise fast enough or to pass. And then number 2 is the spear. I mean, the spear obviously comes with the True North and boss relative fiasco that contributes to the downfall. But Ramu in general, right? He has got mechanics that say, okay, you fuck this up, it's over. You don't see the next one. There is no information collecting. It's over. Next time, just try to don't die. And for the donut, you also have people who are thinking, should I stay? Should I stack with someone? Or should I stand on my own? So there's a lot of things going on, man. And then one person dies, it's over. Circle also doesn't work. If somebody dies, circle also doesn't work. But if somebody dies, triangle can work.
Somebody dies, circle still works, but you can lose 2 people and still do chain lightning because you only need 6 people to do chain lightning. But the chain still needs to be going in the correct direction. If the chain ever goes the wrong way, then you're instantly screwed. But yeah, that's why triangle's nice because if somebody fucks up a tank, kind of still just it becomes square strat right after that because a lot of people did square strat week 1 where they just broke up the
here's the thing. Do you know, right? If your healer died during the chain lightning, right? And then when they raise...
there's only one. Yeah, they don't get a chain lightning.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll ever get to the point where Party Finder kills both healers to skip chain lightning?
I was about to ask, right?
Or do you think that...
I think maybe if people would have known that week 1 or 2 would have happened.
Do you think
healer sack strat? I mean, that's not even man. That's not even crazy. That's not even crazy. In turn 4, we were killing ourselves all the time in fucking Alexander, and then in 8-8 we were killing the DPS with the water.
Yeah,
we've been killing ourselves for years in fucking Final Fantasy. It wouldn't be anything new. Just fuck it, kill both healers. Just red mage summoner mandatory. Get them up, res them. They're zombies now. Fuck it. Who cares? We don't got chain lightning. Let's go. Fuck. I could totally see that in Party Finder actually, because we did some stupid shit in Party Finder. I mean, in the raids before, the sack strat in A4. Man, ain't nobody want to fuck with Nisi. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to talk about
ain't nobody doing that, man.
I don't want to talk about I don't want to no. I have too many
So I think True North is bad because it fucks over the melees for no reason. Well, no, I just want to give my reason. I like how came back. Because I call people stupid. Well, no, because I call people stupid, and they could be like, "Man, you can't call me stupid. You didn't even give me a reason." Well, I'm gonna give you a reason because you fuck over the melees for no reason. That's it. That's why I think it's dumb.
Y'all remember Titania EX?
It's bad, Sly.
Why aren't we doing DPS North? Because this is what we know. Like, but it's fucking optimal, right? Yeah, but this is what we know. Y'all fuck over melee DPS so much. Like, why? I just want to know. Like, I want it from the community. Why?
Well, because it's safer, obviously. Because it's safer. That's what the people told me. That's what the person told me. True North is... Someone had that thought in their mind, and they typed it, and they hit enter on my chat. They can't talk in my chat anymore. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just man. Look, man. I got one chat rule: don't be weird. It's fucking, that's fucking weird, man. Typing that shit. I don't want to read that because then I read it. Now I thought about it, and I'm telling you guys. Now you're thinking about it. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, oh no!
But I'll tell you what, though, man. The Rama, man, he's got some punishing mechanics. You fuck up a spear, dead. Fuck up chain lightning, dead. Fuck up a donut, probably dead. Fuck up the bird, multiple people probably dead. That's some tough.
Yeah.
Wait, did y'all get that? Did y'all get that second week meme of like for the donut? Like, hey, everybody, let's fucking spread. Did y'all get that second week meme, or were y'all still stacking?
Spread. Oh, for the donut, dude. As arranged, I literally go to the corner.
Yeah, that's like a no. That's like a no trust meme.
Yeah,
if I was
literally like, I'm literally like,
when I'm a scholar as well, I go to the corner.
I lead for this mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that meme in the middle of the fucking run. Like we were on Discord and I got that meme in the middle of the fucking run. So like we're spreading, right? I'm like, no, the fuck we're not. I'm right here. Don't spread, please. No.
Well, what ends up happening when these people, because people forget that the donut's even happening and they realize 50% through the cast bar and then they move, but the position's already locked in and it just kills them because they're moving and the person that they were just moving away from.
No, that shit killed me.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's got at minimum two casualties, if not more. When I, as arranged, am out in the middle of nowhere, I just watch. I'm just like,
yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Like everybody who's like got the memo and like they solidified themselves on that shit, that's fine. And like I'm still like, no, like are we really doing this shit? No, I didn't agree to this. Don't do this. No, and I'm still stacked like by my fucking self and maybe two other people, and we die. Somebody want to be a fucking idiot.
E5 and Party Finder, sorry. I mean, it's tough. It's like it's definitely harder than because in Eden E1. Because in E1 okay, so if your tank was smart and they didn't invul in the fucking spear, which you never, that's another rookie mistake. Invul in the spear. There's a bunch of rookies in this chat right now. I could just see it. Invul in the spear. Oh, because Party Finder does it. Fuck that. Because I'll tell you what, you invul in the spear, then you can't save yourself on the white orbs. So if you're a smart tank and someone dies, someone fucks up, then you can actually take your orb and theirs. And just invul it and save the run.
You can have them take all 7 or all 8 of them.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't. Well, I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that in. I mean, you can't take multiple spears. You know what I mean? You can't have one person take multiple spears. So like, this is like more punishing than that. In like the the baited orb shit, right? Well, if you had a range die. You could always just go bait it. I mean, ideally you don't. But what I'm saying is you could save the run by just going and baiting it because you know that they're dead. They're not going to be there. So like there were ways to get around the fuck ups in E1, but like in Rama, shit's hard, man.
Yeah.
Shit's hard.
I've seen a strat where the whole party takes a single orb and the tank takes the other 7 with the tank involved.
Oh well, yeah. You just do that in the middle.
That's the ultimate. You saved us with 1-1. It's like everyone go to this marker, go to this marker, go to this marker. I'm invulning. Go to this marker.
Well, yeah, but like if someone dies like during party, like during the poll, probably isn't gonna happen. Especially now because you can't put markers down in combat. But.
Yeah, that doesn't work. No, you put a summoner pet there. You put a summoner pet there, and you're like, if we need to, we'll mark that. Okay, that's how you do dive bombs. You bring 2 summoners, 1 scholar, right? And you just move them. You have them all move, and then you just put the markers on them, and you're good. That's it. That's how you do UCOB now. Easy.
That's a good idea.
No, it's not. Don't say that. That's we
always just remember 258.
There you
2
go.
o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. It's always safe. You just have to move 1 left or 1 right. So like you are the first marker, you run to 2 o'clock, and then you look at the dragon. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like even if you stay 258, right? 1 person get dive and die. Just race. Fuck it.
We did. Actually, recently did UCOB. A couple times, and how we did the dive bombs. Well, we just had everybody look. That's all we did. We just had everybody look. What I did was I just positioned my camera. So I had 1 dragon on the left, 1 dragon on the right, and if I got the dive bomb, I just fucking went there, man.
Yeah.
Just use your eyes, forehead.
Yeah, just use your eyes. I was actually watching UConn Prague group, and they had like the cardinal markers, and they would call like right of A or left of B or something like that. They'd be like first dive, right of A, which I mean, it's really close to that. Like, I mean, you could just put them cardinal, and if you make the right call, it should be pretty close. But I mean, they did have one death, but
we just do 258. If you get die, you die. Fuck it.
Well, what's interesting is so all that Ramu talk, again, the reason that was probably going to be the longest section other than Shiva is because it is the greatest point of divergence of the way people want to do things. When you get to E6, it's like a couple of ideas that float around. Like we'll talk about one in particular. But for the most part, most groups can get to like at least like Conflag Strike. You know, they get to Conflag Strike, and then it falls apart from like an execution. It's not even like a lack of understanding. People just
I think all the strats are the same. Well, I mean, most of them anyway. Like, you know, you have the quadrants. You know, that's really common.
Yeah.
You know, you always pair up. You always go to your quadrant for every mechanic. You know, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, all the inner cardinals, and then normally Party Finder will put when Garuda and Ifrit are both out, they'll have the whole party go to one quadrant.
Yeah.
So all that's been pretty consistent, and they always have like main tank north, off tank south, and then the healer just follows. I don't know what the fuck you guys do for DPS in Party Finder. Normally when I get there, we just die. We either die or a healer lives and just healer LBs. I mean, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, interesting thing. You can actually, if all your DPS die on Conflag Strike, if a healer goes behind the boss, there's no follow-up AoE. When they hit the ground, they can heal their LB.
Yep.
There you go. But the thing is, E6 people have started to try and move some new things that you would more likely see in a static are starting to kind of creep their way into the Party Finder. One of the big ones is eating a soccer ball, which that's probably the most common one that's starting to get like really in there. And it's ironic because when I see people attempt it, what happens the majority of the time is people don't really know where to stand for it.
And they put eruptions everywhere.
Yeah, they put eruptions everywhere, and then people end up dying to the eruption.
Kind of like our clear this week.
I did what I was told to do. You yelled a million times. I just said I'm arranged, and literally my opinion doesn't matter. I go where I'm told to go, and I don't have opinions. Like literally, I'm not allowed to have opinions. It's the bottom line as arranged. I literally just yeet everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've been doing I don't do that mechanic anymore. I just always stand. I stand north, dude. I just always stand north, man. I throw up a shake, shield or some tank mitigation, and I'm just like, hey, if you want to eat this, if you want to man mode this shit with me up north, awesome. If you want to be a pussy and run away, well, who gonna run away? Gonna do the mechanic? Then you're fine. You're fine. You can do that. That's fine. But regardless, I'm gonna give you this shield, whatever, and can hopefully people won't put the eruptions up north.
Shiva EX back in A Realm Reborn, where people just started saying "fuck it" to the ice circles, and they were just like, everyone stay in the center. I don't want to do this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We've had more recent fights where people do that. I'm trying to remember which one, other than Ifrit. There's another fight that's happened on very recently, and I can't remember which one it is. I'm sure Chad will remember which one. Hades.
The dungeon?
Oh, yeah. Hades, yeah.
Titania technically too, but Hades is definitely the one I'm thinking of. Just standing in the center, yeah. That's definitely the one.
Yes.
I stopped doing that fight when that became popular. I only did that fight I think 3 or 4 times. That fight's too fucking long, man. Holy shit.
Not much longer. It's like 11 and a half, 12 minutes, and
whoa.
It's not that bad. I thought it was.
The
Party Finder does it in like 14 minutes. Party Finder
the downtime is so bad, man. It was fun to prog though. It was fun to prog for Primal because you had all it was kind of like a little mini baby ultimate. You had all the different phases.
You even had exaflares, man. Easy exaflares, but exaflares. Especially if you're a black mage. Stand on this marker and never stop casting. And then half the time the party...
I've heard stories that the marker was misplaced and everyone died. And I thought that just warmed my heart that people trusted that much. That just was really funny to me. That just was really funny.
What's another one with E6? There's the soccer balls. There's one. Oh, there's also cutting the tether, the Hands of Hell tether, versus just doing a tank swap. That one. That one doesn't really have that profound an impact because Hands of Hell isn't lethal. So all that matters is that the tank who's getting hit by instant incineration doesn't have it. So that's all that matters. I see people literally agree to both strats, and the tank cuts the tether anyway, and the group's fine. Just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was doing a primer the other day. The tanks just inbound, I think, and then the other tank, another group right after just cut the tether. Both are fine. Yeah, the one is okay.
So there's like very little divergence. It's kind of weird going from 5 to 6 and having that. I don't know if that means. I guess what do you define as a more interesting means of development when you have a fight and it's got the very divergent opinions on how it should be done, something like E5 versus E6 where there's little optimizations you can make, like ignoring the soccer balls or cutting the tether versus doing a tiny tank swap there. Do you prefer the more static experiences? I think I know what Arthur's answer is because of what he said about NA Party Finder earlier. Or do you prefer the wildly varying experience? What do you think is the more preferred design?
I think it depends on the fight, like and how I guess like how I don't know if I want to use the word annoying, but maybe like severe the different strategies. Like I don't mind it so much in E5. I do mind it in E8. I guess like the chain lightning different strats are okay. It's fine. It's whatever. But light rampant, we're gonna talk about that later. But the different light rampant strats are just fucking. You motherfuckers are crazy with all this downtime, horrible strategy. It's just awful. So in E8 I hate it, but in E5 I think it's okay.
Somebody says you have an interesting story about E6 from the other day. Arthurs, you wanna?
Oh, just the inconsistency, man. Like, we have a group that is so good at doing every mechanics and then can't do DPS. And then we have another group that do DPS but can't do mechanics. So, the conflict, like Xeno was saying, I don't know how you guys do it. It's so weird that the mechanics is simple, right? Don't cut the line, right? Bait, move together, don't cut the line, right? But somehow people always mess that up, and then they always go into discussion. How do we move? Do we move through, or do we not move through? Do we move under the boss? Like they don't understand. And I got this. Okay, now I know what's the story. So we got this machinist on the final mechanic. The quadrant plus the theta.
Yes.
The pair. Enumeration plus the theta.
Usually people want
the very last one. Yeah. So the machinist, right, was standing there after grabbing the theta, and he didn't run backwards. So the eruption, everybody did it fine, but the eruption circle was right in the middle. So everybody got hit by the eruption and died. So then the machinist asked, everybody asked the machinist, why don't you move back? And then the machinist said, you guys tell me don't move back. Then when you look at the chat log, right, the white mage tell the machinist don't go back. The white mage tell the machinist stay, don't go back. Now you know what's the kicker? They misunderstand what they mean by don't go back.
Yeah, he means like don't go to Narnia so the melee can still hit the boss. And
no. Okay. He actually mean the machinist go behind, like go back, but don't come back. As in you bait the eruption, don't come back to the boss. Otherwise the eruption is gonna be in the middle. So the machinist take it like, oh, so I should stand here and don't go back? The white mage is like, no. You should go back and bait the eruption, but you don't come back. Otherwise, your eruption will hit the middle, and that's what happened. So everybody is like... So the machinist is like, you tell me not to go back. No, I say don't come back to the middle. No, don't go back. But I did what you say, don't go... And you guys want to know what happened next?
Light party?
The party disbanded.
Yep, light party. Dude.
I'm like, oh god, man. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yo, that sounds like a good party, though. That sounds like a damn good party.
Fuck, I'm dead this show. My God.
Oh my god, it's so weird, man. It's so...
What's really
I like this new strat though. The DPS with the 4 tether, just go and die and fuck it. I actually like that strat. I feel that could be the easiest way for PR. Rather than 7% might die, and also here's the kicker: if one tank die, the other tank die, right? So that's why you always save inbound for that. It's like 7-8 minutes in. You know, people's like, why don't you just inbound? I'm like, have you seen the last mechanic? As a tank, do you want to die? No, then save your inbound. But I personally think, right, you just let the one DPS die. I think.
You know what's really weird?
That's the best one.
There is a point in which you can make the same decision for the tanks and the healers, but the tanks and the healers always do theirs right. But the DPS always dies.
It's because DPS are greed lords. They don't respect content like tanks and healers, man.
Fuck that.
The tank healer one is really easy,
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily think the DPS one is very hard. You know what I mean?
It's not.
It's an enumeration, and then you don't be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to move in. A lot of, especially melees. Melees love to move in.
Yo, that is a good strat though. You just have the DPS run back and just fucking kill themselves. That's 100%.
Yeah, I think the 4 tether sex strat. I actually think that one is
that's good.
So we're gonna kill a healer in E5 for Chain Lightning. We're gonna kill a DPS in E6. Who are we killing when we get to E7?
I mean, fuck, you can kill anybody. You can sacrifice anybody in tornado phase in E7.
I mean, yeah, if somebody fucks up, I've had to suicide into an orb before because somebody went in the wrong side.
Yep.
I've had to do it.
So anybody.
Yeah. In E7, you kill everyone except the healer, right?
Yep. That's how you do E7. Everybody fucks up except for the healer on the black, white, red, blue, and you just get them up after the fucking...
The meteors and the fists. That's the one I want a healer to survive.
I actually think that the towers, those meteors and the fists is the hardest mechanic in that fight. I really think it is. Yeah, I think it is now because you just stand in the northeast corner.
So you know what might happen with that? So you know how tanks use invulns on the tank buster? You know, you can have both tanks take 2 tethers each and just invuln the fists.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
It will form a very nice cross.
Yep.
And then people won't get hit. I've seen it before.
Yeah. I will not in any way be surprised if anyone starts doing that. But yeah, so E6, there's not really much to discuss. E7 kind of falls in the same way because E7, everyone thought was going to be a disaster. Like, people would see people do it week 1. They'd see portals here. They'd see colored markers here. They'd see birds there. It looks like absolute chaos and, like, way too much brain power to be using in a fight. And of all the fights that we've had, this one feels the most tamed now.
I think it's the easiest. I think 7 is the easiest by far.
But people still somehow manage to make it fucking difficult.
They fail the tornadoes. They can
not even that. The fucking tethers.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
Oh.
So for those, early in the fight, there's a mechanic where you have to have 4 DPS bait tethers, and there's like 4 things in the front, and they have lines. You can see who has which, and then the tanks and the healers have to do 2 split damage AoEs. And
are we doing cross T or are we not doing cross T? What are we doing? And 9 out of 10, you're probably talking about the same fucking strat, but like you just don't fucking know it. I had that happen last time.
You know what I've seen happen? I've seen a DPS go all the way to the back of the room. Like, they've teleported all the way to, like, the back, the opposite side from the boss. And then they get clipped by another one. That's, like, the angle slightly. Like, the one, like, the person in the center on, like, the left will have theirs kind of like this, like
Oh!
Yeah, kind of at an angle.
and then
Yeah,
someone
I've
goes
seen that
all the
happen.
way back for theirs.
Oh,
and they're
that
like, it's a
one.
straight line. That's gonna be fine. And then they just get clipped at the very back.
I see which one now. The cross T, right? They
Yeah,
call
the
it the
T.
cross T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cross
I
T.
see,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just always did T, like just straight T. I never understood. When we progged it, you know what we did? We didn't even do. We had all 4 of the tethers go towards the outside, and we had 2 go this way, 2 go this way, and then the tank and the healer in the center.
In the center. Yeah, that's what the JP
It's like
That's
a
what I've been doing.
spider. It's like a
We
spider.
That's what
fucking-
I've been doing.
We just
I think,
stacked
honestly-
the DPS on the side with the tank and healer and just hyper mitigated.
Yeah.
Oh,
There,
God.
see the thing, and the thing is that it's weird because that strategy. There's a couple different ways to do it, but it's not the same kind of struggle like it is again for E5. It's something that just like the tether is you're either baiting the tether away from other people or you aren't. Doesn't matter what strat you do. If you fuck it up, people die.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a raid wipe though if you fuck it up either.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff in E5, like you have like 3-4 people die. I mean, you could still recover that and go for prog. You know what I mean? Like you could still res them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, we kept the tanks and healers center too in ours. They stayed in the middle line for the way that we did it.
It's better. It's better. Actually, it's better. Do you know how hard it is when the tanks and the healer were to be on the outside? And then the
they have
empty
to heal
wave
for the
comes
empty
in.
wave. Yeah, that's why we
Oh
did it.
my
That's actually why we
God.
did it, so the healers could stay center and
Yes,
save
it's
everyone.
better. It's
for
better.
empty
As a
wave.
scholar,
Yeah.
it's better. And you have to include someone might die. And you have to include the someone could kill another healer because, you know, the healer now has to go outside.
Yeah.
So the front DPS might kill. Tanks won't die, right? Tanks can take both, no problem. But if a healer die, the empty wave is rough, man. So I prefer the tank healers in the middle. I still prefer that one. But I don't think that NA does. I don't
No,
think
and
NA
it
does
mostly
that,
does
right?
T or cross T. Cross
Yeah.
T is
cross
starting
T,
to take
right?
over a
Yeah.
little bit. Oddly, somehow cross T, I'm starting to see more. Dude, going back to E6, I saw a party finder that did tank healer south, DPS north. For the, you know how most people do tank healer north and DPS south for E6 for the 4 tethers.
Oh yeah. Okay.
For the side where they'll
Okay.
eat the 4. I saw one group do it backwards because they said Ifrit starts facing south. So they did boss relative instead of true north.
Okay.
So they were like, well, the DPS or the melee are already behind because Ifrit's facing south. So why don't we just have the tanks and the healers do it south? And
You see, that's the wrong way they think. What is boss relative and true north, right? Boss relative means you can turn the boss anywhere, and that is boss relative. It doesn't mean the boss starts facing south, then that's boss relative. A lot of people don't understand.
well, yeah, no. So okay, that's not correct.
Yeah.
It's not boss relative versus true north. It's turning the boss north versus just a boss starting position. It's like
If
how
a
most
boss-
groups start by pulling a boss and then turning it north. It's like groups that
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't turn a boss north and party finder, it
Yeah,
enrages and kills everyone.
If the boss is not facing A, normal fight. I'm not talking about Ramu. Not talking about Ramu. Normal fight. If a boss is not at A, it's
You're dead.
over.
Yeah, just wipe it up. It's running on the wall. Your fucking boss is facing C. You're dead. It's not facing north.
Ramu, every mechanic he teleports center and faces south. Like if he's gonna teleport center, he turns and faces south. So some groups flip everything as if he's facing south, and they just turn the whole arena. I've seen it. I've seen party finders where they literally just take every strat and they adjust it for the boss always facing south. So it's just like you flip the whole arena. Arthars, it's like when you were. That's like my favorite clip from you where.
Oh no, I know which one. Oh my
He knows
god.
which one. It's the fucking same.
Yeah. Oh my god. That yeah. It was you called. Yeah. It was really stupid. It was really dumb.
It's my favorite clip to this day. I love it.
Was that the
can't
clip?
believe I
Was
was
that the clip in
listening to that.
Momo's video?
Yeah.
that's it.
The MS Paint. Yeah.
Dude.
I can't believe I was listening to that. The JP was, and they were like, yeah, agree. I'm like, what? Then I start putting up the paint. I'm like, okay, guys, this is what they were saying. And then I was like, it's a circle. Oh my god.
Oh.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, with it's weird that E7 ends up being like one because it's weird because we just had that with Leviathan. Leviathan is the same problem, essentially, where it's the fight people look forward to redoing the least every week. And it's just, I don't know what it is with third bosses and being stationary north. This one has the tornado phase, which is really cool, but the tornado phase it's kind of like the last Hades phase, where it's just like 2 things you have to do, and then it just repeats once, and then you're kind of over with it. So
yeah, 7
I like
is
the
way,
phase though.
7
like
is
the
way
phase,
easier than Ads phase is cool. It's a little bit of a throwback to T11. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I really liked.
I
really
liked
liked Final Coil.
Yeah,
it's weird because we had one ad phase in Eden, and it like broke all the normal Savage in E1 again. It broke all the normals. You could stack both the ads. There wasn't really like a whole lot going on. You just AoE'd them down. It was nothing like our normal Savage kind of ad phase. Whereas this, ads can't be close together. You got to keep them positioned a certain way. There's some AoEs going out that can hit either group. There's 2 split damage markers. There's a relative. That's the tightest DPS check of the fight is the actual ads. And then the final boss sits there for 20 seconds and goes, and you know what? That's a result of what happened with Eden's Gate, because Eden's Gate had a big problem with instance time, like people saying my fight only lasted 13 minutes 13, fast instances, slow instances. They regulated Savage later. And this is kind of a result of that, where you have a non-timed ad phase that results in, but the same in Rage regardless of that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an issue that I feel like people kind of forgot we even had in Eden's Gate. It was such a huge topic in the raid community. The different Titan.
Well, it was a big deal in Titan, man. Yeah. That extra 10 sec. Yeah, that extra 10. Well, one kill could be like, what was it? Like 13-12 and another kill was like 13-31 or some shit like that. Like the floor and the ceiling. It was a huge difference when you're talking about in raid.
There was a JP clip that took 2 clears, one fast, one slow, and put them side by side. And if you just watched them the entire time, you saw them start to drift apart. And it was incredible to actually watch it just go completely off the rails throughout the entire time.
It was weird. Yeah.
But now it's like, now we have the regulated times, but it leads to this boss looking like he's an idiot.
but you know the good thing though is that at least he was standing there not knowing what to do, but at least all the mechanics are done. It's not like we would skip, for example, Alexander Creator, you would skip the whole Black Powder, for example. That was pretty huge.
Skip Sacrament or disband.
Yeah, so I feel this time them making most of the bosses, Ramu included, right? Ramu have the Fury Bolt and then the jaw, right? Like the way they do it there and the way they do the total. I feel like at least everything has been addressed. If you got a DPS, great. If you don't have the DPS, here's some whether you can make it up or not. Honestly, because a lot of people say, oh, that is weird. Oh, this is such a forgiving and race. But a lot of people don't understand. You know what? What else do you want the boss to do? It's over already. You get to here, you got enough time. I think you deserve to clear. It's just turn 3. If it's not turn 4, it's not. It shouldn't be like Creator, Alexander, the Sacrament. So I'm not trying to defend. Obviously, maybe you can throw in one more mechanic, so but
you can at least make sure he's casting Empty Wave during the 20 seconds he's doing nothing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so I think.
Yo, you didn't like skipping the orb phase in AOF? Oh, that was.
Yeah, I was just thinking Lapis skip when you talked about Alexander.
Oh, yeah. Lapis skip was.
Listen, man, I was in JP back then, all right? JP.
I made a guide for A11 Savage. And
JP don't skip shit, man.
I didn't know there was a GA 100 in the first 10% of the boss, because if you had enough DPS to beat in Rage, you never saw that. And if you had not enough, you did see it.
Man, I made it was the same raid tier. What was that fight with the goblin that got bigger? A5, I think, right?
That's A5.
I guess it was Midas. Yeah.
That's
A5. Okay. Well, all right. I made a fucking video for that, and let me tell you, everybody, let me know that there was a mechanic at the very beginning of the fight where he charged at you, and we had no idea. You know why we had no idea? Because our DPS wasn't abysmal. It wasn't shit. So I had no fucking clue that mechanic was even in there. But I saw in the comments just riddled. Xeno, you forgot this, idiot. You forgot this making a guide. You know, like, okay. How about you fucking, your DPS isn't shit and you won't fucking see it either. Like, it wasn't even, like, people were huge cunts about it, too. They were huge cunts. I'm bringing it up now. I remember. That's how much of a cunt they were, because I remember about this one charge mechanic. It was like, it's like someone gets a prey and you have to run away. It's like, no, just don't fucking see it, idiot. Just don't see it. You know, what are you doing? It's the first part of the fight. What are you doing? It's the opener. How can you not skip that? Like, I had no idea it even existed. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Because we didn't see the fucking GA 100 either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta extrapolate all that. There you go.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Because I was there when the discussion happened about the first charge. Yeah. When I look at a video, I'm like, okay. It was fine, right? I mean, if you see it, you know how to do it. There is an explanation in the later of the video how to handle the mechanic, right? So, okay, if Xeno didn't explain about that, he explained how to do it after that, right? But people is like, there's one more. I'm like, okay, interesting, yeah. YouTube comments are the best, man. Yeah. I don't even know how you survive that.
Well, I recently uploaded my
first kill.
The bow tie, the up bracket time, the up bracket time bow tie strat, which everybody should fucking do. I recently uploaded that, and get this, there was a fucking comment. Hold on, there was a fucking. I'm gonna quote it because it blew me away.
No.
It blew me away. It's fuck, no, I can't find it.
I mean, I gotta wait. I can't continue the show.
All right, but basically it said, hey, excuse me, can you show a tower perspective? Just watch the video, dude! You kidding me right now? Are you kidding? You for real? The towers are in the video, man.
Oh, man.
Hold on, man, I gotta find it.
I'm waiting.
I'm willing to wait on this.
I'm literally saying nothing. Do you trust me? You don't want me to talk about
you know another thing, man? I hate it when people don't check the description of a video. I hate it when people don't check the description, because in the description I always put like links and diagrams and, you know, information, right?
People fucking read PDF. You expect people to read a fucking description?
Yeah, right. They don't read.
You know what? That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my bad. If I've ever bitched at someone for not reading the description, I take it back. I'm sorry. That's my fault. That's my.
Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm crying already.
He's looking for it.
I am. I think he deleted it.
Or YouTube registered it as a spam, which I've had happen to innocent comments before.
Innocent?
No, I mean, I've literally had people just be like, thank you for making this video or something, like, and it's just been recorded as spam because other people are thanking. They'll be like, oh wow, I enjoyed that, and then it'll be like, there's too many people doing that. It's spam.
I got it right here.
Oh no.
Show the chain perspective too, baby rage. That's how I fucking read. That's how I read this comment.
I guess it didn't say baby rage. That you added.
No, it didn't. But that's how I read it in my fucking mind. His little fucking bitchy voice, just little whiny crybaby voice. That's how I read. Yeah, I linked it. I don't want to leak it in your checks. I don't want to get.
I'm dead.
Oh, I didn't get banned. Let's go.
You have a sub. You don't get banned.
Oh, right.
You have a Gyazo of it?
Yeah, because you deleted it.
So you
I have it in my feed. Like, I have it in my YouTube feed. It was 3 days ago. I think you deleted it. I don't know. Should I block it out or something? Should I don't know, man.
No, you're fine.
I should have put the baby rage emote over the person's avatar. I should have done. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Show the tower perspective too, please. Broadcaster, hello. Does he respond to chat? See, that's how I read the dumbass shit like that. In my mind. That's the voice I hear. That's the attitude. That's what I hear, man. And it's like, this video is a video of that, but they didn't. Yeah. So anyway.
Yes, I was waiting. I was like, I want to see when he decides this is over, because I don't want to decide when it's over. I want him to decide when this is over.
Well, I'm just saying I found that comment a little bit ridiculous. That's all I'm trying to say. I found it just a little bit ridiculous.
Consolidated conversation. So it was good talking about E7. Now I guess we might as well. We were already on the way to talking about E8.
Yeah, it's time. I
think it's time. E8.
Fuck PF, man. Fuck this shit.
Just let it all out, man. Just let it out.
Fuck everybody who wants to do 2 fucking strats at the same fucking time. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, pick a fucking strat. Read the fucking PF. Read the description. We're doing the strat. We're not doing the other strat. Stop trying to do 3 different fucking strats at the same goddamn time.
So I'm glad. I'm glad Fox. I say that. I never knew how a person who goes into PF. I mean, I'm pretty sure not everybody feels the same as Slyh.
No,
but
they do.
That's the problem. That's the problem. I was saying this earlier in the show, right? I think that's the problem. I feel, right, as bad as both strats are, to be honest, it's not the best. You actually see, like, actual statics that try to optimize, they are not using either. The JPPF use the Ilya / they call it the Mirun in JP, right? But that's the problem. Both strats are equally bad, but good enough for you to get past it. Now, the bow tie... Exactly. The bow tie is great. Almost full uptime. At most one... Okay, before we talk about what is bow tie, obviously you guys can check the description, right? Okay, the YouTube description, right? Okay, but
he's putting it in my
difference,
description for me.
Like, the one is the best in terms of uptime. It is the best.
Now you're gonna get a comment. Where's bow tie in the description?
No, I'll remember. Trust me, it's gonna be hard to forget a lot of this show.
Right. So for that one, right, it is the maximum already. Even that could maybe lose half to 1. Could. The Ilya and the Forsaken, as bad as they are, as bad as a lot of people in the PF complain, honestly speaking, that one maybe lose 2 to 3. Maybe. For 4 people. Maybe. Maybe more, maybe less. How safe you want to play, go for it. Now, here's the thing. Whatever strat you use, that DPS that you think you could gain because you try to go for 1 more, which you can't, or you try to go for 1 more because you don't know, and then you fuck up the run. Those few GCD, right, is going to make Shiva should either be close to 71 or it's either going to be low 70 or don't expect PF to be 69, okay? And also, if PF is like 70, 71, honestly, even if we give you the bow tie, it's not going to miraculously shave off the 6% enrage you are most likely going to see in PF. So, listen, whatever strat you guys want to choose, like Fox says, choose one. Don't go around posting PF command. You guys can't clear because you guys are using this strat. Oh, this is better than the other. Don't be so petty. Just pick one. And here's the kicker. If you guys actually pick one and you guys respect the fuck out of the content and lose 1 or 2 GCD, and then you guys get to second phase and you guys get comfortable with second phase and you guys practice second phase more, you guys will see actual enrage. You guys will not get damaged down. You guys will not die. You guys will have more chance to clear. Your chance to clear depends on how much more consistent you are in the second phase. Not because Forsaken is better than Ilya or vice versa. PF. We're not talking about Bowtie yet. Bowtie is new tag, right? But for PF, right? Seriously, man, you guys need to stop fighting. You guys need to stop dick waving. Don't blame the strat. Blame yourself. Play safe. Do one properly. Practice phase 2. And then that's how you clear. You see, a lot of people get past like rampant, right? And then they get their body carried over to enrage, right? And then they call themselves enrage. You know, I seen enrage. 16% enrage. I joined clear party. They can't even do like rampant properly. Shiva is very generous. I was telling them, Shiva is very generous. Not only she show you her naked body, she also show you the whole mechanic easily. You drag somebody. The other day, ask
open up.
Someone in chat. Ash Wolf, dancer. Oh, I shouldn't call it out. Yoshi P. Okay, shit. Okay, let me not call out.
You got to have FBI and Yoshi bust down that door, brother.
Ooh, that is very scary. You know, like for example, even Amber, she never done before. A few times we just call everything out. Now she's in a rage. You know what Amber said? You know, I giggled a little bit when Amber said, "Well, this fight is not that difficult." Amber, you don't know. She dared to say that. Was happy that she dared to say that, right? Well, now that I've seen the whole fight, this fight is not that difficult. Amber haven't seen the true terror.
No, because she has it as a party finder.
Yeah.
She never did it in a party finder.
Let her talk to Fox. Fox will educate her.
She doesn't know. Pepe lacking critical information. No
So
idea.
like, okay, in general, that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
If you see, I think people don't understand that light rampant is the hardest fucking mechanic in this entire raid tier. And if you just play like a fucking bitch, if you just pussy mode through that shit, the end of the rest of the fight is nowhere near as hard. Nowhere near as hard. Well, in my opinion. And a lot of groups, you know, like you said, they're like, oh, okay, we're going to be on Enrage. And then you spend, you know, an hour and a half wiping the light rampant because you have one person goes in for an extra GCD. Like, yo, you guys pick these shitty fucking strats. You guys, it's the party finder's fault. You picked Ilya, you picked Forsaken, now fucking deal with it. You lose your 3 GCDs minimum. You lose them, that's your fault. That's your fault. If you want to do a good strat, do bow tie. But you don't want to do bow tie. No, we don't want to do bow tie because bow tie. The chains have to move. Ooh, using the brain on the chains. Oh, I'm a head out. I got a chain. I just want to stand here.
Nah, we ain't about that life, fam.
Yeah. Then fucking deal with your fucking GCD loss and just play safe. Because if you're gonna do a shitty strat, okay. Let me rephrase, because a shitty strat means that it doesn't work. Forsaken and Ilya work. They work. They're not shit.
Optimal.
They're not the best. Yes, they're not the best. So I'm gonna rephrase here. When you don't pick the best, then you just have to respect content. That's what it is. If people are trying to clear E8 and you're doing Forsaken or Ilya, just respect the fuck. If you get an orb, just get it in your mind. I got an orb. I'm not doing damage on this mechanic. Just deal with it. Next time, you know what happens? Just remember this, okay? When you get an orb, because no fucking party finder gets past light rampant. Just remember, if you get an orb, that's okay. That's okay, because the next time I got a 50% chance I'm not going to get one. And you bank on that. Okay? But if you get an orb, just fucking respect the shit. Because it's a strat that forces downtime. And I love it when people are like, oh, you can get full uptime with Ilya. I challenge everybody in this fucking chat right now. Show me a fucking clip where an orb player gets full fucking uptime. Show me. I want to see it. Because it doesn't exist.
You see, that's the
fucking doesn't exist.
They don't understand. Okay, they are not exposed to optimized strats.
They don't know what uptime is.
Yes, they don't know what uptime is. They don't know what uptime is. They think that because I get this amount and that strat get not that amount, or because I do this shred enough, I get this amount, and I never done the other one enough to challenge myself to go for a similar amount. That shred is not uptime. My shred is uptime. Guess what? Both of your shred is not actual uptime. But people don't understand that. And here's what I observed. You know, I did some on my odds, right? I did some JP, right? JP uses Ilya. All of them uses Ilya. Some of them also use another one. Let's not go into that. Let's just talk about Ilya. I've never seen, right? People now that I'm part NA, right? I've never seen, right? JP, right, getting up, shoe lock 5 times. The paladin shoe lock 5 times. I'm like, dude, you can finish your combo, do a goring blade, or if you're a gunbreaker, finish a solid barrel, at least try. Then you shoot lightning shot. No, they just run out. They lightning shot. They just tomahawk the whole time.
Well, E6 NA, right? Prepared them for that. E6, they had to get used. There's like nothing, can't. That's it.
True. So in NA, right, when I do the Ilya shred, there's always one guy, not 4, one guy, and all it takes is one guy who thinks he could get one more. You see, I'm saying at least finish your combo, then you throw lightning shot. I think that's fine. At least you finish your combo. NA, right? I finish my combo. Let me start another one, and bam, the orb hits. Every single pull, it's always one guy, 1 out of 7, and it's over, right? One guy hit the over, right? It's not recoverable, right? It's always one guy, and I'm seeing the difference. Like, come on, guys, it's not that difficult, and sometimes it's not even melee get orbs, range get orbs, right? And those are the runs that usually are successful. Yeah. But whenever you see a melee get an orb, you just know in NA, it's not the shred's fault, man. The shred is built to let you play safe to get by it. It's a very easy to execute shred, I think. I think I think
it is very easy to execute. It is very easy to execute.
Yeah. So funny thing, when we progged and for our melees to get uptime, instead of crossing through the boss, the East and West would stay on the same side with their orb, and the orb would just float behind them, and then they'd do this GCD with the orb just behind them, and then they'd go to the tower afterwards. And it would still be the same clockwise tower.
Yeah, that will work as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's ways. There's lots of ways to do it. It's just a matter of people just don't think about passing it. They think about what's happening next and not what's happening now. And they're just like, oh, I get the tower next. That's it. Not my orb needs to, I need to not get hit by my orb.
You know how much wasted that is in PF? That you could I think I said it earlier, you could learn the second, because that's where the real battle begin, right? It's an easy mechanics.
Let's be clear though, when you get past light rampant, you're met with either axe kick, scythe kick, and mirrors. I'm not gonna lie, I did a lot of people die there.
That's kind of
because
tough
they don't
too.
see it very often because they're too busy dying to light rampant.
Yes.
Most likely.
Yes.
Yeah. That's they doesn't go. And you know what? Sometimes you get murdered by people just because different assignments. Occasionally, the tank goes to a different spot than they're used to.
Hey man, my
not
bad,
enough practice.
My bad, man. My bad,
that's the thing. Not enough practice. Not enough awareness on not getting too comfortable of getting past light rampant for these things to come in and become muscle memory. That's what I joined, I gave PF 3 weeks. I really thought 3 weeks later PF can handle it. Which they do. We seen Enrage, 16% Enrage. The furthest, the closest I seen was 4 Enrage. And I personally, honestly felt that's the best the PF can do, I think. Now, the best anybody could do is 0 death and 0 debuff, right? But let's have realistic expectation when you go into PF. Not expecting somebody to die or make a mistake is impossible, right? Mm-hmm. But I thought by week 3, even with with the gears, right, with a death and maybe a damage now, I thought it would be okay. But holy shit, man, they are just not prepared, man. I just feel people are not seasoned in the second phase. But they can do it. They can pass it. 1 in 5 tries. It's clean, not super clean as expected, but. Man, that's what I mean, man. When I tweet it out like to go, I feel the PFs are not ready. That's what I mean. Like,
Well, I've helped some groups that actually were pretty successful that could get past light rampant. We did see the end of the fight, but we saw the end of at like 9%, like not even close, like 10%, 11, and these were relatively clean pulls, like one death, maybe one damage down. That's relatively clean for party finder.
Yes,
Finder. And we were actually talking about this earlier. Somebody in chat brought it up too, but motherfuckers didn't buy their weapons.
Yeah, I was because
because they're too good. Oh, they're too good for the tome weapon. Nah, they're too good. Nah, dog, that's not BIS. That's not for me. I'm not buying that. Fuck that. Well, guess what? Your damage sucks. It sucks ass, and you fucking need it. So you better buy it. If you're struggling on Enrage, you suck it up. You buy your fucking tome weapon, or you hit your buttons harder. I don't know which.
Don't roll, man. Don't roll if you don't want to buy it. There are people out there that needs it and don't mind getting it. Don't just, man, I didn't get my loot this week. I don't really need this. Fuck it. I'm going to press it anyway. Oh, yeah, I got it. At least I get something.
Dude, I'm at the point where I'm about to buy it. And I do clear E8 every week because I can't win it. I can't win the fucking weapon. I just want to do more.
Yeah.
That's it. I just want to be... I want to see somebody die or get a damage down to go, oh, you know what? I got the 500 weapon. You know, that's not that bad. We've got gear over it. You know, I want to be able to do that. I can't do that with a pentamelded weapon or a ruby weapon. If I see that, I'm like, did they have the weapon? Ah, shit. Fuck. All right.
I don't think people realize how there were a lot of high-end groups struggling on damage on Shiva.
Yeah.
Week 1. A lot. There were a lot. There were some groups that saw Enrage like day 3, day 4, and didn't kill it till like fucking Sunday, Monday. It took them an extra, 2-3 days just to optimize. Shiva's no joke in the DPS department. You can't carry damage in Shiva like you could in Titan. Like if you have too many deaths, you're just fucked. You're just screwed, man. So like if you're trying to clear that fight and you haven't cleared it yet and you have extra tomes or whatever, fucking buy the weapon, man. That would be my recommendation. Buy the fucking weapon because even if you see the end of the fight at like 5% Enrage, that doesn't mean you're gonna kill it the next. Like that doesn't mean you're gonna kill it, because if it's at like 5 or 6% clean, that's a huge chunk of damage.
That's at least 2 more. You need 1 more minute. You need the fight to extend at least 1 more minute.
Yeah, and like we were talking about this the other day. Actually, people haven't had to buy a tome weapon in years, right? Like they haven't had to buy one, but now all of a sudden, boom! Oh shit! Fuck. Now we might need to fucking buy one. I mean, I'm not saying every group needs to. I'm not saying every group or every person, but I'm saying like if you're in a static and you've been on this fight for like a couple weeks or whatever, and you're seeing Enrage at like 8-9% consistently, just fucking buy the weapon. Like if you get lucky and it drops, then just think of it like, oh, I spent my tomes and I got a need-in weapon. However you want to think about it. But I mean, the tomes are gonna come. There ain't shit to do anyway till the next fucking raid's here. There ain't shit to do, so just waste your tomes. Doesn't even fucking matter, man. It's
not like you have to worry about a budget for Ultimate. This is not a patch where you have to worry about misbudgeting. And even then, it's rare that you can misbudget anyway. With 16 weeks worth of tomes, if you somehow don't have your tome items, you fucked up actually. So yeah. That's a huge problem. I was talking about it on stream with you. I was talking about it on stream, my normal stream. It's amazing to me how how often I go in there, and then I look at myself because I'm looking at it. I have both the items, and I'm gonna buy one because tomestones don't really matter. They won't, because I don't have anything to do with them until 5.4, and then I'll use them for the first 2 fights, and then I'll get crafted stuff. So, but I'm also thinking like, do I want to do it yet? Because I'm also looking at my other objective, which is the solo A11 Savage, and I need the fucking Paladin Sword to do that shit. So they're like, do I want the 500 Paladin Sword? Do I want the 500 Machine? And then I don't know, because I played Machinist this week, I played Dancer last week, I can only get one of them, and I'm going to play that one no matter what. But I know that if I'm thinking it, people are just saying, nah. They're just not even getting to that point. They're like, no, it's not BIS. I don't care if it's best. I just want the fight to go. I want to stop seeing the mirrors casting the enrage and going like, kill it.
No, you know what's funny about EA is people will especially for light rampant versus uptime mirrors. So in my opinion, I think Bowtie is safer than both of the current PF strats, but maybe that's because I prog with it. I'm super comfortable with it. I'm just a fan of it. I'm a Bowtie fanboy, whatever. I think it's better. But what I find funny is that every single party finder group I've been in, they do uptime mirrors, and every time somebody dies, which means that multiple people die because no one can hit the sure cast. So their mentality is, okay, I'm going to greed this mechanic that is way easier to execute just by fucking running around, then I'm going to greed that one, or I'm going to try to, but I'm not going to do the right strat on light rampant. That just is very confusing to me. Like, let's make the hardest mechanic more risky, but make the mechanic that isn't as risky, let's risk it up. You know what I mean? That just perplexes me, man. Because a lot of people, they don't know the timing. They don't know the timing of the arm's length. And if one person dies, for those of you that don't know, it's a weird fucking mechanic, but it hits like the first 5 people really fucking hard. That's why you need the tank. You need the tank to be in the 5th position. So if the tank's not there or someone flies off the edge, then that's going to push the tank to like the 4th position, and then the person in the 5th position is going to die. Basically, if someone dies on the first mirror, someone else is going to die on the second. But they'll do that, but they won't do a better light rampant strat. That's very weird to me that Party Finder decided to do it that way, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's what I was saying with Ruby Weapon, where people want to not rotate for the first part, but they also don't want to do static positions in the second part, where everyone will always go to the same spot every time, which is exactly what you wanted in the first part. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Wait. Doesn't the Ruby Weapon second part, you pick your number or alphabet and you just stay there for the meteor regardless of number? No.
Some people. So you know how in original Turn 9, how people would stack in a location in Mario Kart? People do that still. Yeah. They go one. They go 1 will always go here. 2 will always go here. 3 will always go here. 4 will always go here. 5 will. So then they always know where 8 is.
But you want to know the funny thing about that? You want to know the funny thing about that strat? People still fuck that out because they hit kill.
What, number 8 is still outside?
Oh, yeah, they'll have 7 and be like, I was 8 that time. But
yeah,
they have 7.
2 will be on 3. 3 will be on 4. 5 is on 2 for some random fucking reason I don't know. And it's like, this is the strat you picked, dude. Why are you wrong?
Wait, but how would if you do the static position, why would you not know where 8 is the meteor that's going to be closest to the boss, right?
So, okay, let's
be
clear about something, Arthars. That's the plan.
8 always, unless it's a fucking melee, 8 will always forget to put it in.
That's what the plan is. The plan, listen, you can have a plan. It doesn't have to go the way you want it to. So sometimes people are like, well, I need to be on, like, this is my side, so I'll be out, and they don't even care that they have 8 over their head. They're just like, that's my marker. I didn't look at the number. I don't know what number I had. I just went back.
What the fuck is a number?
And then you'll have the melee who's right next to 8 but has a different number, and they'll stay really close, which then puts 2 meteors close together, and then you'll have people who drop it closer, but they weren't 8, they were like 3 and they were on the other side, so someone will get knocked back to that one. And then they'll be like, well, it was the closest one, or it was close, so I just got knocked back to it. Then you'll have people who stand really close to the meteor that's close to the center, and they get it dropped on their head and they die because they tried to move for the knockback too early. So there's a plan, but things don't always go according to plan.
Wow, dude. Now I'm so glad that I actually make my 20 clears on Aether. I just make my PF and I just let Twitch chat join. Now I feel so. I
love.
blessed.
Yeah, I did it with my
Holy
Twitch chat
fuck.
too. Even when people like would fuck it up a lot, I was like, you know what? I'd still rather have my
Shit,
chat.
I can't hear Happy.
What?
Okay.
Can't
Yeah,
hear.
we can't hear you.
Oh, you're good now. You cut out for a second.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
no,
okay.
it's been doing that to you guys occasionally too. It's just you've been talking more. It's just the thing screwing up because everyone's home using it, so it's been fucking up a little bit, you know. But yeah, so it's been the same thing. Even if people in my group, I just yell at them and I go, guys, please stop fucking. We got so many more of these to do, and then I lose the mount to a 69, and then I roll a 94, and I lose another mount to a 99, and I'm like, I know where you guys are. You are people I will see again. You know that, right? I'm getting mad now because I went scholar for this, and we're alive. Okay, I'm getting. But it's so much safer.
Totally drop 2 totems. It should either drop 2 totems or I think we're past the point where weapons should cost 10.
Yeah, I mean, even Yoshi P recently commented on. He did say that like they're at this point there's too many weapons for it to still cost 10. Is more so the bigger problem.
Yeah.
It's not even just that the weapon itself costs 10. There's too many. Because the odds of you actually seeing your weapon drop and not having to spend 10 is low, and if you play more than one job. Yeah, so they've already acknowledged that. I don't suspect that this will survive past this.
Yeah, well, hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully not. Because 10 is way too fucking many. Especially when you need multiple weapons for multiple characters. That's way too many.
I wouldn't expect
you do more primals than Savage.
Yeah, you do. You end up having to do more. Yeah. You need more EX primals. You can just do them in a shorter period of time. Yeah, I never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
But with E8, man, it's so weird how E5 and E8 are the way that they are in regards to like how the discussion has to happen, because it's so rage-inducing that, quite frankly, like I don't often party finder. I don't because I'm either working on something or I'm playing other games because I'm not like
have some goddamn sense,
or I have some goddamn sense. Yeah, I get so frustrated that like it's not even content anymore. I'm just like, oh, I'm a nice guy.
I can't, man. Like these 4 or 5 weeks, if you guys notice.
Yeah. See, it just cut off. It cut off for you too there for a second. Yeah.
Oh,
just so you know, it did the same thing. It's just Discord. Up. That's fine.
I can't. Not because I don't want to. Not because I'm burnt out in 40. Not because I don't want. It's just. You know, when I stream on any time and I want to play Final Fantasy, I want to play PF. I want, you know, there's 6-7 hours I want to play. I want to enjoy myself. Yes, there will be traps, like poor Slyh have to experience every time. I don't want to experience that because that is frustrating. You want to clear and you know you can do it, but people don't do it for you. Not like for my case, they are not even doing it for me. They are not even doing it for themselves. I don't want to spend 6 hours, which I did, on one fight and then come out with nothing. I want to have fun. At the same time, I want to be rewarded and I want people to clear. At the moment, right, the current state of PF, right, especially Shiva, right, is just way too frustrating, more frustrating than fun. You know, the first 3 turns are okay, but it doesn't make it a whole, you know, not clearing the final tier consistently in PF because people are more ready for it, because people are more responsible for it, because people are more consistent at it. It's hard for me to, at the moment, right, go in and really spam it and like, yeah, you know, we spend I don't mind, spend 2 hours and then, you know, people, you know, they don't do well, but we can, you know, carry a little bit like Titan and then we clear, yay. Sometimes it's not their fault because the DPS check is really, really tight. But they themselves with the light rampant, you know, favorism about this and not want that, but not complain. That doesn't help. And I feel that, you know, when I go in, if you guys want to do a light rampant strat, like a Slyh said, if you guys want to do one, do it properly. I don't mind staying. But most of the time, they go in, they do one, and then they ask, why don't we try the other one? Oh, this one is better. But by the time the party is disbanded already. And you can see that the people care. Those people, I've never seen any PF more patient ever. They are more willing now, right, to spend 1 to 2 hours in PF and wipe to light rampant for 1.5 hours, and then only got 30 minutes to do phase 2, and then finally get a 16% enrage. Back then, it wouldn't happen. They would have disbanded after 3 wipes already. So, you know, the PF does care, but I'm not sure what is wrong, man. Is it the light rampant? Is it just Shiva being?
It's just like, dude, light rampant it's a hard fucking mechanic.
Yeah,
and
that's why for me now I
now,
can't enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, this is how you know that that the current PF strats are bad. Okay, because the past few times that I've streamed, I've put up a party finder specifically to teach people bowtie, and people join it. They join it knowing full well that we're probably not going to see past it, but they don't care. They don't care. They just want to learn something that isn't those two. You know, they see that uptime. You know,
until the range joins and goes, I don't care.
We don't care. They get those hyper eyes, you know, those hyper eyes in a greed coming in. Oh, you can get uptime with? Yeah, you can get lots of uptime. Oh shit, I'm in. I'll stay all fucking night if I have to. I just got to learn this shit. See, I'm trying to infect the NA party with the bow tie right now. That's what I'm trying to do. So spread the word.
You gotta do party finder
And it's not hard.
And just wear like a clip-on bow tie when you like.
I wear a bow tie all the time. You just can't see it.
No, on your beard. You got to do like a clip-on bow tie on your beard, and that's every time you do uptime.
You know, actually, like all jokes aside, the bow tie is easier. I think people are intimidated by the chains. That's what I think. They see they don't want to like make the bow tie. They don't
the swap.
They just want to stand there. Yeah, they just don't want to stand there. So for those of you that don't know, all the bow tie is there's 3 different patterns. There's one that looks like a bow tie. That's good. There's an hourglass, and if it's an hourglass, you just have, you know, two people on opposite sides switch. That's it. Boom. Well, the way I do it, the tank and the tank, which is southeast, and the DPS, which is northwest, they just swap, and it makes the bow tie. And then there's one other pattern. There's a square, and in that case, both of the east side people swap. That's it. That's all you got to do. Make the bow tie, and I'm telling you, man, it's easier, and it's safer, in my opinion, too. Even when we were doing the uptime the other day, that felt easier. I mean, it felt safer too. I mean, I thought so. It was just two movements. But but the chains moving like that, I think that intimidates Party Finder, because people are used to the chains just standing there. They're used to the chain standing there. They don't want to fuck with no, this is what this is the chain stand here. What are you doing? What is this? It doesn't matter. I'm a chain. I just stand here. And I think that's why people, they don't want to do the bow tie. I think. I don't know. Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons.
Getting the chain at the moment, the two both PF shred, right? Getting the chain right doesn't mean. Yeah, a lot of people think that. Oh yes,
chain. I got the chain. No, dude, you want to be the orb and know that it's.
You want to be the orb.
Yeah.
Because you can do it right.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you are the guy that know how to do, and you, I'm like, that's the chain. No, they're gonna fuck it up. That's how it feels like.
Yep. Every time I get the chain in Party Finder, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
That's why. If you do the bow tie shred, right, at least everybody from the get go have a shared responsibility, and everybody do just small slight adjustment and or learn one small movement. Everybody is happy, and I think it's better because the current ops shred out there, the person who get ops is just they know they suffer, they know they are suffering, they know they are fucked, but they all try to unfuck themselves, and then they just fuck everybody else.
So Xeno. We have someone who has just cleared E8 this last week in chat. They don't think the chains break easily. Like, they think it's actually really hard to break the chains normally. Is it hard to break the chains normally? I was actually
typing that. Just stand on the fucking marker. The chains will never break. Yo, there's a fucking marker. Stand in the middle of it. You're good.
Does the Party Finder break them very easily?
Oh, the Party Finder runs. They papega into orbs. So the Party Finder fucks up every possible way you can fuck up Light Rampant. Like every possible way you can fuck up Light Rampant, the Party Finder does. I was kind of hoping when like week 1, when I saw that mechanic, I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, man, I really hope that you can just tank LB this. I mean, I know it's only tank LB 1, but I was like, I really hope you can just tank LB this.
You can survive the tower at the end. You just can't survive everything.
Yeah, you can.
The 5 stack, you can, right?
No, you can, but what I was hoping week 1 before, like, I knew more about it, was I was hoping that you could have multiple fuck-ups, and as long as you tank LB'd, you'd still be able to do it, which that's not the case, but I mean, I'm just saying that's what I was hoping for, because I knew that mechanic was going to be awful in Party Finder. I knew it was right when I saw it. I was like, wow, this is actually really fucking hard. Holy, this is like an ultimate mechanic.
I know exactly what Revenge is talking about. I've looked at Discord. I saw Normie chat yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago. Oh man. Yeah, dude, Shiva, I don't know. It's weird. I hope it, I don't want it to not change. No, I'm not talking about Shiva, I mean in the future. I don't want them to avoid doing things like Light Rampant in the future for things like Savage, but at the same time, I dread the next time they do anything. Because before Light Rampant, I was like, bro, I would never want to do even Hello World, which is not crazy bad. That was really consistent once people had done it a few times. But I was afraid of that. And this,
I think Light Rampant's worse than Hello World.
Eclipses that like tenfold.
There's some instances in Hello World where you can save the party, but there's not in this. I mean, well, outside of shitload of mitigation in Hello World, at least there was like small like pockets of like salvageable parts or whatever or whatever you mean, and like.
Patch was scarier. You're right. Patch was.
I think Patch was just instant death.
Nothing like getting to the third patch, and you're like, okay, we've done this. Everyone's done patch. Like, there's no way we die on the last patch before Enrage, and
then it happens.
But
like, I mean, Hello World was still pretty spooky in Party Finder, but at least there were parts of it that were salvageable. But in Light Rampant, there's
nothing salvageable. And then Icelet, which is generally considered Light Rampant light. LITE. Even then,
surprisingly,
falls apart.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's
less
than Light Rampant.
Yeah. Icelet's way more successful in Party Finder if you get there, but a lot
of people don't get there often because they're stuck on Light Rampant, and then by the time they get there, there's a knowledge barrier.
Can you imagine if they swapped the two?
It would make more sense. You'd have Tank LB3 for Light Rampant then.
A lot of that's the way they design it, right? Because previous fight they did the same. They didn't put the hardest mechanic at the end.
They front loaded everything.
Yes. So it's like even in Ultimate, they put the hardest phase / mechanic. They don't put it at the end. So
people
it's
struggle with Worm's Lament too. Also, I mean the ice mirror is easy, but Worm's Lament too, dude. People sometimes stand too far back and they get clipped by the dragon explosion, or they.
I've seen that a lot. Yeah, they get clipped by the because they're not. I mean, they're either not standing on the marker or they're like too far.
Practice.
Yeah,
not enough practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough practice.
They
seen it one time. Yeah, you recoverable. Luckily, the Monafa can be inbound.
Yeah.
Right.
Luckily.
Yeah.
That shit should go through invuln, but we're all glad it doesn't.
I think it should. Until the day where they decide that they're going to stop letting that happen with tank busters. With party split tank busters, I should be more specific.
The thing about that fight is like, once you get past Light Rampant, and ads, but I mean, the thing is you don't even have to do ads correctly. You just have to do it good enough. So that's like a really cool part about ads. But
I've now suffered
you can have a shot caller just carry the entire fucking group through the last part of the fight, or I mean through like the 2/3 of the fight. You can just have one person just call everything out and just carry the entire group, because that's just how it's designed, right? And it's just crazy, like the difference. Like when you get past Light Rampant, your prog speeds up significantly.
consistently. Like you just have to get past it consistently.
Yeah,
Just remember,
prog is based on the consistency of light rampant.
if you didn't buy the weapon because of you just think you're not good enough, just right side ads. Okay, listen, if you do right side ads a lot, I don't like right side ads. Okay, I hate right side ads. I never want to do it again. Left side ads is fucking easy mode. Please, if you're doing right side ads, also buy a weapon. I hate those back-to-back electricals so fucking much. You have no idea how much. I had to do it as machinist. I don't want to do that. Do it as like black mage or something. I don't want to do it ever again. That was bad. You're gonna make me do it again. I know it. Those ads are fucking scary, dude. That's an ad phase. That's a fucking ad phase right there. We didn't even talk about that. We talked about the E7 ad phase. That's a fucking ad phase.
I don't even think the ad should be in there. I think they should have left them out. Like that ad phase reminds me of just a shitty A3, honestly. Just a shitty A3.
Wait, which is A3?
Living Liquid.
Living Liquid.
Living Liquid.
Oh, Living
it is.
Liquid.
That's what it is.
That is one of the best ads. Best design.
Well, he's saying it's
no. I'm saying that I
good
think
as
that Shiva's ads are shit, but Living Liquid's ads are awesome. I think that Shiva's ads is just a shitty version.
You as a tank have no right to call the tethers in that ad phase awesome. Okay, you know how bad those ad phase A3 Savage tethers were. Those things were awful.
Ooh.
They were rough.
Don't make me talk about Digititis and A3 Savage ad phase tank tethers. We don't want to go down that road. That's
Well, I think they should, man. I think they should have just left the ad phase out. It's like to me, it's just a waste. It's just I don't know, man. Just a waste of time.
I think it's kind of weird that there's this less than 2% or like 2% equal damage buff that's at stake, which is mostly flavor. It's kind of weird that that's even at stake there. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I don't really have like a I guess a real reason for why I think that they're just, I don't know, they're just annoying. Like it's just a phase that so like when you have a fully geared group, it was okay for prog, but even during prog, like I can't speak for other groups, but like my group, we progged it in the way to where we attempted to get the buff when we saw ads, but if we didn't get it, we just kept going.
Yeah.
So So it was just one of those things where like we didn't even really spend that much time like focusing on progging it either, and we eventually just got it after a few attempts, a few like min maxing here there just a little bit, but now because my group recently did it on our mains. I was standing there. The ads just fell over. They had no HP because of the gear. And even like week 2, 3, they had like it was really easy. Like the DPS check is just it's I don't know, man. Maybe I have that mentality because we just killed the ads super quick, and maybe other like. Oh, I know Party Finder.
I just feel bad for healers with people who aren't respecting electricals. I know specifically any healer who's had to deal with a DPS who just is like, yeah, I'll just kill the electrical.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah. I don't think they know. But I don't think the ad phase should even be in there, man. Honestly, but like I said, maybe that mentality comes from playing with I don't know geared, skilled people. I have no idea, but I never felt. Outside of the first few times seeing ads, I never thought they were real threatening. I always thought they were annoying. I thought that the phase is a huge waste of time. It's like what 2 minutes or some shit of the fight.
It's a minute to actually kill them, and then a minute, like almost a minute before you're back on the arena afterwards.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. To me, it's just 2 minutes of just a waste of time to me when they could have done something cooler with the fight. I guess I don't know, but like I said, maybe my mentality comes from like the group I'm in. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like the ads. I like the ads.
For me, I feel the ads is built for. Maybe I think too much, but I feel like that's not what it was meant to be. Like, okay, you guys burn this down, you guys get this 1 or 2% buff, bam, now you guys can clear. I don't think it was meant to be that. No. I feel it's something to offset. Based on they want to make you they want to add in some I think they want to add in some variety. I don't think they intended you to want to have the buff. Not say want to have the buff. Of course, you want to have the buff, but I don't think the ads phase was built that you must have the buff. So I think, right, it's an offset. So if you actually burn everything before Shiva and you get her to as low as you can as possible, yay, you've done a good job already. Now, if you don't get the S phase buff, that's fine because you already make up those DPS before you go into the S phase. So let's just say, you know, you do your normal. If you do normally, if you have at least some sense of pressing buttons, honestly speaking, feeding 1 or 2 ads,
fine.
You know, they it's fine, right? Because you already did your job.
Yeah. Dude, right side might as well just let 1 electrical go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's totally fine to let it slip through, right? Because you already did your job pre ads phase. And then if you actually burn everything before S phase, after the transition, the cutscene, all your buff come back. Rather than some groups overthinking that the 1 or 2% buff is really needed to clear, they don't burn much before ads phase. They think that, okay, we are lacking, but we need this buff. So we should save, insert buff here, just so that we can kill the ads phase. Then we get the buff. Then we can clear. Wrong. I think it's wrong to think that way because now you have to save stuff to kill ads. And then when the reopener comes up, you lose those buff for your opener, but you gain the 1 or 2%. It all offsets. But a lot of people think that it has to be perfect. We have to get Shiva to 70, we have to kill the ads, and then we get the buff, then we go second phase. That is what we need. That's where I think people think it wrongly, because how many groups have we seen that when they burst perfectly 70, low 70, go into S phase, something slip through. Oh man, I didn't have the buff for this. I used it before. They don't have problem clearing it. So the buff has no relation to whether you clear the fight. That's what I want to say. Now, if you can do it, great. That's your leeway. And if you're that good, I think in parks especially, then I think you guys deserve the clear. But generally, now I'm not sure whether Square Enix went into that deep in terms of thinking, designing, like, okay, we don't want them to just burn, we don't want this phase to just have a landmark. Okay, people think that, you know, after this phase 70%, at Icely Dragon Song you want 25%, and then when you get to the post Icely Dragon Song, when you go to A for the mirror, it should be 20%. You know, they don't want to make it so fixated that we know exactly which part of the fight we get what percent. So maybe they throw in this S phase, maybe underwhelming, insignificant as well. Like, if they really mean it, then they should have make it like Living Liquid. If an ad slip through, it should be a wipe already. There shouldn't be, you know,
there shouldn't be a window of success between getting a buff versus failing. It should be you either did it correct, and this was it's like how you always go into the last phase in Ukab with the Phoenix buff. That's planned. That's going to happen, and now your goal is not to lose it.
Yes. So I think maybe it's a design. Maybe it's meant for offset.
I think it's just flavor. I think the buff itself is just flavor, and I think they don't want to insta wipe people after Light Rampant, so they didn't just make it one ad. I think they looked at Light Rampant and went, "We probably should make it more." That because I bet you during development at some point it was just one ad, and they were like, "Dude, after Light Rampant, that kind of sucks." Kind of sucks a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's, I don't know. I enjoy ad phases that aren't like E1. I like having to maybe think. I like as a DPS having to think about like, how do I do this without burning what I need for my reopener to actually meet the boss DPS check? How do I allocate my burst GCDs versus enough GCDs to kill the Aqueous? Like in the first week, that was a genuine thought, and then also trying to limit how much the healers had to deal with electrical damage. Like a dancer I can one shot 2 electricals, or if I don't, I saber dance it and it's dead. Like being able to do shit like that's nice, but a tank's not worried about it. The tank's just like, bro, how are you fucking dead? How am I dead? How am I dead? Explain it to me.
The right side tanks, right? Always dies.
It's because of the right side. There's 4 electricals in a row.
The 4 electricals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paladin used cover on... No, Dancer can kill them without even taking any damage because they don't have shock spikes for the first 2 or 3 seconds. So you can take no damage and one-shot one and get the other to like 60% HP.
Warrior was really good for the ads and prod.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Very,
you can
very
IR the
good.
first set of electricals and still have it, can't you?
Well, you can IR the earthen and so a warrior can they have shake, which protects the party because mitigation doesn't because it's a 50%. So shake works in there, so that's one. They have consistent damage if you save your inner release, which is awesome. Plus they can heal themselves. So, like
Tiger Woods Golf Club, the ads.
Warrior on ads is insane, man. Like it's insane.
Yo, Warrior is really good this tier.
I'm really surprised more people didn't use it. I'm really surprised.
Warrior is insane this tier. Gunbreaker is suffering this tier. The movement if anything about this tier, which I think this new batch of this new class of developer coming to do.
We did have 4 completely new, never developed Savage before developers. That is another thing
think
to remember.
Brilliant. They did a brilliant job. It's a different style of approach, yet still keep a lot of Savage, typical Savage and mechanic integrity in check. But I think they did an amazing job. But for development, they did an amazing job. For player like us, it was rough, man. Like Ramu moving. Continuation combo, and then the Ramu is like, I'm gonna cast a Fury. I'm gonna get the buff. Oh, you done yet? I'm not done yet. I'm gonna cast a Jot. Are you done yet? I'm not done yet. I'm gonna cast what is that small little puddle? Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm, right?
Thunderstorm, yeah.
Then he moves, and then when he finally moves, he used the donut. And then the boss is sometimes face sideways, and then the party finder go crazy. It's not face north.
Yep. And because it's not face north, you enrage and you.
Yeah. Why are you guys spread out the donut like that? The boss is not face north, so I thought we are gathering behind the boss. Oh my god! Do you know how hard it is for Gunbreaker to move there? That's why, man, guys, please don't let Gunbreaker pull bosses, please. It's hard.
I thought he was going to say don't play Gunbreaker for a second there.
No. Gunbreaker is fun, but it's rough. This tier is rough. Moving Ifrit Garuda a little bit.
I mean, maybe people should just get used to it too, and like have that in case they do it again. Like have that in their back pocket. Like now I know what to expect next time.
I can't wait, man. Like if they do this tier this way, then
the next tier might be yeah.
I'm interested
because Alphascape was a pretty clear step up over Sigmascape, and I actually don't like Sigmascape almost in its entirety. I think Chatternook was fun as a monk just for FFLog's sake, but that's it. Dude, I had the Paladin cover me for the fucking Earth explosions. I'd just be like, the Paladin's covering me. I'm not fucking leaving the boss. Are you kidding me?
Guardian was so boring as well.
Yeah, Guardian was really good. Guardian has a similar problem to E7, where everyone thought it was going to be like super complex and you'd have to remember a bunch of stuff, and then people found out it was one of 2 things, and then that's it. You knew the whole fight once you saw the first thing go off. So yeah, I didn't like Kefka at all.
I love
I was as a DPS, as a melee DPS, I was so bored. You have no idea. I thought the first 7 minutes were super boring. I thought the second half of the fight was boring. I thought it was. I liked that the tanks had to position the boss and shit. I don't like when the tanks don't have to position bosses. I like when the tanks have to worry, because people think that like boss mechanics and tank busters are tough. Bro, you don't know how bad it's till you've been 38k crit autoed in the face and your healer is in the middle of their fucking DPS GCD and they're like, whoa. And then like that's completely lost on people. When Neo Exa didn't auto. He wasn't like shooting like little projectiles. He literally didn't auto. But he did like mad tank busters. But Kefka's foot, that's it. That's all you needed to the face. But I didn't like it as a DPS. I didn't think it was like too much movement. I liked certain parts, but it just I was so bored. I didn't like Sigmascape.
I love Sigmascape. I know what you mean. I
went through Warrior.
Man. It was okay.
Yeah, I went through Warrior and Ninja for Sigmascape, so I know what you mean. The DPS part. Yeah. I thought you meant like the whole fight as a design. You don't like it.
No. I think they did a pretty good job. I don't like something they did in Stormblood. I never liked was they repeated the second half of the fight after the first half.
But Kefka didn't.
What
Kefka didn't.
Kefka repeats the last Forsaken. He repeats the last like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not as bad. I think 011
Yeah, he's not as bad.
011 is like the one fight that never like loops. It literally goes like Panto 1, Panto 2, some other things, and then wraps up. And then fucking 012 is don't talk to me about 012. 012 is like, hey, you did Hello World 2. Now do everything else other than Hello World again, and you're done. Yeah,
that was disappointing.
The Eden E1 is, I think, the only fight that's come close to doing that, because after it does the reversed, it goes back to doing the normal ones again. But they've done a pretty good job of making fights just go all the way through and just be new every.
Shiva's really good about that.
Right?
Yeah,
I like Shiva in that regard, but it was very interesting to prog because it was like new each.
Yeah, there was never a point in Shiva where you're like, oh, it's just this again. There was the ice mirrors where you're like, that's it, but that's kind of like all it was.
Yeah.
So they did. I'm really glad they've moved raid development into that direction. And this tier, this goes down as my favorite post creator tier, because creator I think was a special kind of monster where they were still like leftover ideas from the previous like super hard raid tiers, but they like toned it down to the point where we could skip a lot of it. But like this is my new favorite post creator.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Even E7. It's as much as it's been dissected and made way easier. I don't hate doing it every week.
Same. Least, I hated Leviathan. I don't hate
Leviathan.
Yeah, Leviathan was awful.
I hate Leviathan.
It was like 9 minutes of nothing, and then you wipe to black smokers.
Yeah, this one at least feel a lot more interesting.
You wipe to black smokers and for like 9 minutes, and it's like,
Do you guys feel Black Smoker is almost like Conflict, where it's not difficult?
Yes,
but it's because of some people's preference of movement, and then fuck up everything.
Well, the thing is with Black Smoker is like one person can fuck everything up. But Conflag,
it's the same with Tsunami 2. It's either Tsunami 2 or Black Smokers. One of the two ends up getting you, and oddly, it ends up being Black Smokers a lot of the time.
Right.
Yeah. But no, E7, I think they could have done way better with it, but at least I don't hate doing it every week. Same with E6.
Progging it was fun though. Now that
progging E7 was a lot of fun. Progging every fight. I didn't hate progging a single fight this tier. There was no fight where I was like,
it was definitely a prog fight, because once you know everything, all the magic or whatever is gone. All the mechanics are stupid easy, but progging it was really interesting, I thought.
Oh my god, I have no idea what the fuck I was doing during prog. When I cleared it during prog, I don't know how the portals work. I don't know how the black and white work. I don't know the priority of which to look. I remember I died and I got raised and tornado face. That's how I cleared. When I saw the first portal mechanic, I told my static, I'm 40 years old. My brain
pulled out the age card.
Yes, I told my static, you youngsters need to carry me this. This is going to be the turn I struggle for prog. And I did. I really have no fucking idea what I was doing the whole fight. The black and white, the red and blue portal, I had no idea what I was doing the whole fight.
I just kept repeating to myself, black is red, black is red.
Yeah, I did light is red, light is red. Yeah. Instead of trying to remember where everything was, I just remembered where one thing was, and it was a process of elimination from there. And then you came up with the red-blue portal thing. Red means it's hot. You gotta move.
Oh, dude, it's hot, dude. You gotta move, man. Ground.
I didn't even know which portal shoots first. But I was progging it for 4 hours. I keep asking chat, how the fuck do you know which one comes first? And then the chat is like, you have to look at this shrill thing. It has more veins on it. I'm like,
it's got more veins?
Yeah, veins.
Sounds like Seth's lunchbox from fucking Superbad. What's going on?
Oh my god, dude. And then at the end of the day, week 2, when I finally relax and sit down, I'm like, okay, so all the bullshit shoots from left to right. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel so stupid.
Slyh,
it was rough.
We took over, since we're talking about a fight that you've only suffered in, we've kind of taken over for like the last half hour. Has that been sinking in? Has any of this been sinking in?
For what? E8?
Is there any hope for you? Do you have any hope? Have we properly removed all of your hope?
No, there's no hope on Primal, bro. There's no help on Primal.
Nah,
it's
fam.
Quiet. It's really quiet. Primal lately has
1-800-ABCDEFG. Reading is fucking fundamental. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's fun. It's fundamental, but you know what? It's not fun.
I always, right, whenever people fuck up A or 1 mechanic, A or 1 marker mechanic, I always say, guys, this is the first alphabet and the first number you learn when you are 3 years old. No way you fuck it up, right? And they always do.
Yeah, but it's not. When I learn it, it's in a book in order. It's not.
You know the Ifrit Garuda
on a square.
Ifrit Garuda, when the 2S comes out, we were talking about it earlier. EF consistency, the understanding is everybody stack on 1, right? If the tank cuts the line, then the eruption will be on 1, right? You are prepared, right? If the tank don't cut the line, then fine, right? People will go to the opposite side, and then Ifrit will fly over, and then the tank will be like, okay, I have to go over because I need the uptime, right? But the tank buster is gonna happen, and then the line is separate the party. Now I have to bring it back, right? And then the Ifrit fly over. They are like, why MT? Why are you making Ifrit fly all over the place? Dude, you guys are the one that put the eruption. Number one, first number you read when you are a baby. What? The first number? They went to 3 and 4.
He needs his cake.
I need my cake. I need chill. The sugar level is going down.
All right. Well, with that, we've gone just about. Oh wow, we went way over 2 hours. Oh, I didn't even notice. Okay, so I don't mind that, but I thought I last looked at my clock. It was 5:51, and then Arthur stopped talking, and it's 6:24 now. I'm not gonna lie, time really got away from me.
This has been an amazing fucking show. By all means. This has before we get into closing and everything. Arthur's, is there anything? No, please say a few words for PF, please.
Whoa, I love you guys. A few, I'll try. I like the PF. I like the variety you guys bring to my Final Fantasy XIV adventure. I just came to NA last year, April, right? This 1 year has been amazing. Knowing Xeno, now playing with Happy, playing with you guys, new dimension, new fun for me playing Final Fantasy. But for fuck's sake, man, read the PF and basics. I love playing with you guys. I don't mind you guys put the marker every single turn, and then you guys choose the wrong spot. Oh, no 2 healers should be on this position. Tanks and healer basics. Okay, you guys want to put a marker? You guys want to stand properly. You guys want to use a strat? Do the strat, do properly. Variation, I like it. I love it. The trappiness, I love it. But the consistency, please improve on that. Because I think we all enjoy playing the game, right? But
theoretically,
yeah, reading and consistency. I think this is the only 2 things you guys need to improve. Otherwise, the variety and you guys have to learn multiple stuff. It's hard. You guys have to learn 2 strat for light rampant. That's pretty hard. Maybe 3 now because Xeno wants to teach you guys a new one. He will talk about it later, I'm pretty sure. But consistency and reading. This is the most 2 important. Try your best.
That's the advice for party finders. Try your best.
Xeno, you got anything?
Never change, party finder. Never change because party finder. So I'm in the party finder all the time. People are like, "Thanks so much for helping, man. Thanks a lot for helping." But they don't understand. I'm not helping them. They're helping me. Me. That's right. They're helping me because I have a blast in Party Finder. So I'm thanking you. Thank you for letting me join your party. Thank you for letting me join. And never change. Except for the bow tie strat. We need it. NA. I'm offering you a greed strat. Okay? Some greed. hyper eyes, full uptime. Do that shit.
It's only greed if you die, though.
Well, yeah, but that's the selling point is greed, because then they can't resist greed. If I'm like, yo, this strat's really safe and it's full uptime, they're like, well, but is there any greed? No, then fuck it, we're not gonna do it. So I just put it's actually pretty. But anyway, never change, Party Finder, and thank you for letting me join your party. And that's pretty much it, man.
Hey, Sly, you got anything you want to say to the Party Finder?
Well, that's Stay of the Realm for this evening. Thank you guys so much for fucking coming by.
That's a weird thing to say to the Party Finder. I don't feel like you were talking to them.
Really, nothing for the PF Slyh. I wanna know your thoughts, man.
I have relied on you for so long. This tier, first week PF, fun as fuck. Loved it. I'll never forget it. It'll always be in my heart. Every fucking week after, y'all fuckers get weirder and weirder and weirder and want to do some brave shit that y'all can't really do. Mouth writing checks that your ass can't cash. We get it. We get it. I just want to clear content. I mean, that's all. That's all I want to do. Read. Reading is fundamental. Please read. Like you said, one strat. If you want to greed. That's fine. If the strat implies
Sly.
greed, sure. If the strat has greed, use what greed you have available. I am happy to respect fucking content. I've always respect the fuck out of content just to see some more mechanics. Please. If you need to respect content, respect the fuck out of content. Put some respect on this thing. Put some goddamn respect on this thing. Please. And let's get some fucking clears. And like Xeno says, stop being fucking weird.
Oh, he had a rough time. It sounds like he has a really rough time.
Yo, come to Aether, man. Aether's the promised land, dude. Come to Aether.
God, y'all want me to leave my home?
No, you just got to make another character and get the clear
just
on
make
that.
another character, dude.
Make another
Clear on your
character
main.
and then
I know everything about not clearing for week 1 on the character you've played for the last 6 years. I know all about that. But it's worth it, because then when you go back to Primal, you look for that weekly 2-chest Refulgent Savage that's in the Party Finder, and then you'd be like, hey, listen, this is my clear VOD for on Ether, just let me in. And then you skip all of those problems, but you still wipe to Light Rampant a few times.
Yeah, you still wipe to
clear
Light
part.
Rampant,
Remember, clear / weekly 2-chest is just Light Rampant prog.
You watch Light Rampant for like 2 hours and then you kill it.
You kill the one point you get past Light Rampant. That's the plan.
Yeah, actually, yes.
I haven't been in. Okay, this is one thing I haven't experienced yet in NAPF. Learning parties. We are all, most of us here are, except for us, right? Most of us are privileged. We are able to proc in a static, and then when we go to PF, we can choose. Sometimes we are magnanimous, we want to help. Most of the time, we go for clear parties. We believe that the PF are ready to clear. We go in. But as a park champion or warrior, man, going and practice, I don't know how the practice party is like. I don't even want to imagine.
It's the best way to put it. It's like fucking Uber. You don't know what kind of fucking Uber you're going to get when you go to it. Like you have to wait on your ride. Like your ride will be late sometimes. Sometimes you'll have a good party. It'll be a good Uber. Fucking 5 stars. You had candy in the back seat. Shit was good. And then sometimes your Uber will drop you off at the wrong place you didn't even want to go.
No,
he'll
ask
shit.
you to walk around the corner to pick you up.
Mhm.
He'll talk to his wife on the phone the entire time.
Yep.
He'll ask you to be quiet. The only thing in the back is just like a torn up seat. The car smells like weed, and then he asked you to get out around the block so he can make a U-turn.
1 star. Don't join that party ever fucking again. Blacklisted. Fuck it. It's like fucking Uber, and you never know which one you're gonna get. And again, I tell people this all the time. Like, in terms of PF, every experience is a good experience, good or bad. It's an experience. It like if you're relearning mechanics and everything, yada yada yada. You see that mechanic more, you fucking know it. Good. You see some shit you haven't seen before. Progression, yeah, fuck yeah, good experience. You join a complete fucking trap. You know your shit. That's fine. They don't. Maybe teach one of them. If somebody learns, good experience. Yeah, every experience is it's a.
Chat says all experiences are definitely experiences. I don't know about good, but all experiences, and this is a fact, are experiences. Yeah. All right. Well, those are some. I don't have any words for the Party Finder because I straight up don't do it. I just can't.
He doesn't do it exactly.
I legit look at Party Finder and I go, I could be like playing Animal Crossing right now, or I could not do that. Oh, I might miss an S rank. I think I'll get that S rank instead. Oh, Xeno, you need someone? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need someone next Tuesday, dude. We go.
There we go.
Yo, help me.
I'll help you Sunday too, Arthur.
I'll help you tomorrow or Sunday, dude, whenever.
Man. I'm bringing my primal all over.
Yo, just transfer for the weekend, Slyh. Well, dude, we'll knock it, dude. Knock it out. Transfer for the weekend, man. Let's go, dude. Knock it out.
Let's fucking go.
There you go. We're just one big community that just really wants to clear the fight.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we want. We all share that in common. Okay, with that, I don't feel like we had a real point in the last hour of conversation, but I'm glad we ended on a positive note. Thank you for joining us today, Arthars and Xeno, for this longer show. Arthars, your debut, I'd say, went fairly well.
Yeah. Wow, that was dude. This is
like
good.
98% good.
Yeah. 5 star.
4.9.
5 star. 5 star. No, 5 star.
No, I'll take the 0.1 off only for the Shiva comment, because if I ever have to say FBI open up, you lose a 0.1 for that. All right, that's it. That's the one. It's where you lost the 5 star right there.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll take that.
There you go. That's honest feedback right there. Okay, before we do our sign-offs, we got to thank our sponsors one more time. We thank SteelSeries at the start of the show. If you missed it, of course, they've been a sponsor of the show for years. They do giveaways every month, so if you go to the YouTube video, you will find a giveaway to enter. But the end of the show is dedicated more to the patrons over on Patreon. Now, look, as a reminder, world's crazy right now. A lot of people are not going to be in the most sound situation. So anyone who is there, I don't want you to feel pressured that you have to stay there. Look out for yourself during these hard times. But if you are there and you are choosing to stay there, thank you. We do appreciate you for Stay the Realm. We do, of course, appreciate our patrons of darkness as well, who have gone above and beyond. Even during these hard times, they're still sticking around. We have Khuja on Jenova and Kurenai Oni. Both of them have been around for quite some time, and they have had the same screenshots for quite some time, but that's okay, because I'm not going to pester them for new ones. That would be rude. Besides, I get to see Sly's lovely character face every week now that I found that one. So right next to Kurenai. There you go. Hey. But with that, thank you to our patrons, thank you to SteelSeries, and thank you to our guests for being awesome on this show. So let's let them sign out first. Let's go in reverse, or let's go in reverse order. I think we'll start at the bottom right with Arthars. Where can they find you at, Arthars?
Twitch.tv/Arthars. Right? Out there is really rough. But ArtharsCon is always live, safe, online. Don't have to wear masks. It's fine. Yeah. And for Twitter, I'm on Arthars FF14. Is it?
Yeah, I had to double check that. I had to change it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hope to see you guys soon. Anytime, anywhere. Yeah.
Excellent. And Zemo, all the things at the beginning, whatever it is, however many million nicknames you have, where can they find you?
Twitch, XenosysVex. I'm also on Twitter. I don't really care for Twitter, but I mostly like animal pictures, and I retweet them. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
Sign-off, man.
I have a YouTube channel. It's kind of dead, but lucky for you, I just uploaded a new video. Pog, dude, fucking Pog, and it's a new strat called the up bracket time. Bowtie E8. Let's go, baby. Easy game. You want to do that? Easy. Yeah, but just XenosysVex on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and
are you not Tyrant Pox on YouTube?
Oh fuck, am I? Oh my god.
Is that your YouTube link? It might be your YouTube link, but it might not be your name.
Oh no, yeah, it's my YouTube link.
Yeah, because mine's Xehanort1227. I know.
Oh my god, yeah, fuck man, I need to change it.
They told me I couldn't years ago. I think you might be able to now.
All right, so I guess it's Tyrant Pox on my YouTube. Man, just imagine, you know what? Just go to the Twitch and then my YouTube's on there. Whatever, fuck it, man. Yeah, but thanks a lot for having me on the show, man. It's been a really long time. Thanks a lot for having me on the show. It was really fun. And yeah, stay safe out there, boys. Stay safe out there. It's a little spooky, but luckily, we hanging out online and it's fine. But yeah, man, stay safe.
All right, thank you, Xeno and Slyh. Why don't you you've gotten a lot of anger out this show, so why don't you take a little bit of joy in this?
I'm calm.
A little bit of pep. Come on.
I'm calm. You can find me at twitch.tv/Slyh, aka Greyfox, Twitter at Slythefox, Discord, the Velvet Room, discord.gg/the Velvet Room if you want to join our Discord and yada yada yada. It's a lot of shit came out. A lot of shit came out in the past few days. Next week's about to get hectic. People on fucking Animal Crossing, I'm not. People on Doom, I'm not. What the fuck else came out? I forgot. I don't care, but yeah, I'm started Cold Steel 3 on PC. Fucking next week, or yeah, week after next is P5R and Resident Evil 3 remake, which is fucking scary because they gave Nemesis fucking Jason powers and shit, and he can fucking teleport any fucking where he wants to. It's scary. It's fun as shit. Go play the demo. If you want to be scared shit, let's go play the fucking demo, please. I'm looking forward to that shit. I can't wait. Yeah, that's what's gonna go on with me in the next couple of weeks. Haps, what's going on with you? How's that Tom Nook deck?
Yo, listen, I'm trying to load an image and it's taking forever. Okay, there we go. All right, no, come on. There we go. Okay.
What are you loading?
You'll see when I show it. So, hi everyone, I'm Mr. Happy, and I'm going to be posting a lot more YouTube channel because my area is a shelter-in-place, meaning we're not allowed to go outside for any non-essential goods right now. So I've got a lot more time indoors and a lot more time on my hand. Mr. Happy127, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And right now, I am playing Animal Crossing, where I've created a wonderful piece of art. There's a mission where you have to actually create a custom design. And you know what? I'm not really a well-known designer, but I had a creative itch, so I wanted to make sure that you knew that you could find this image if you wanted to find it. You can put it on your shirt, you can put it as a doormat, you can put it up on a sign, and it's perfect. It's exactly what you need in a time like this for all the smiles that you need. And I made it. It's completely original, and it's awesome, so you should definitely use that while you're at it. Okay. So with that, I think we're going to be able to wrap things up. I think I know what you're typing, Arthars. That's fine. You're good. I think I know. Yeah, I know. But thank you, everyone, for hanging out. We're going to have a short post show because the show went way over, and I don't want to keep these guys for too long. But thank you for watching, and we will see you next week, where we have confirmed Ash will be on. We will do a crafting and gathering show. We will talk about the Ishgard update, and we'll probably get his thoughts on a few other things. So that'll be next Friday, same time as today. And yeah, so thanks for watching. We will see you next week. Until then, take care.
See you next week.
See you.